Anthony Edwards is one of the best and most exciting young players in the NBA today, and in this video, I'm going to be taking his NBA template build from a 60 overall, and the video will not end until I get him to a 99 overall. Now, there are only two rules in this video. One, I'm not allowed to spend any money on VC, and two, I'm not allowed to play any MyCareer. In this video, you'll see the lows of this build, from getting my ankles broken and dunked on in the same play, to the highlights of crazy posterized and flexing over people. So let's get into the journey of taking this Anthony Edwards template build from a 60 overall to a 99 overall. Let's go. So before I get into it, I want to let you know that for every 500 likes that this video gets, I'll be giving a VC code to one of you. Throughout the video, I will give you guys code words to comment for a chance to win the VC, and I will react and reply to it so you guys all know who wins. So now that we know everything we need to know, let's get right into it. And we're going to start off by, of course, making our player look like Anthony Edwards. And honestly, it's not going to be perfect, but it wasn't bad either. It'll do. And this is the face that I ended up rocking with the entire video. You'll see it when it's done here in a few seconds. I was going for the Team USA look. I recorded this back in September after he was a part of Team USA that won the gold medal in Paris. And yeah, this is what I went with right here. This is the final product. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And then we have to, of course, go create our build. We're not doing our own build. We are not doing a pro-tuned build. We are doing the Anthony Edwards template build, which was a major factor in me deciding who I wanted to do. I was looking at the template builds and I said, Anthony Edwards has one of the best template builds. A lot of these attributes make sense. If there was one thing I would change, I definitely would not have as high of a driving layup, and I would make him way faster. I think in real life, Anthony Edwards is way faster than this. I think he's one of the fastest players in the league if he really wants to be. So that's one thing I would change. And of course, when you use an NBA template build, you get everything for free. All of their animations, their jump shot, all their dribble moves, everything for free. And I was using these a majority of the grind. You guys will see once I take them off. I update you and show you everything. So yeah, when we made his build, of course, he is the only comparison because it is his template. So after making his build, we go right into the park. And the first thing we do when we load in is get a quest to choose our affiliation, Elite or Rise, and that quest gives us 500 VC. What is better than free VC? So then I go look at my attributes to see, okay, what do I think I'm going to upgrade first? And the answer was obvious, let's be honest. Everybody knows you're a 60 overall, what you're going to do is spot up at the beginning, and you need to be able to shoot. So I'm going to need to put my three-pointer up, and when I exited that, I got another quest. As you see, this was season 1 week 2, all the way back in September, for 2,500 VC. And this would prove to not only be my most reliable and favorite quest, but probably yours too. Everybody loves that quest, the track. But after that, of course, I do the first quest. I get 500 VC. I go to my attributes, and there it is, my first 500 VC earned. Of course, I choose Rise because Rise is better than Elite. Everybody knows that. After talking to Shakedown, I go to spin my wheel. VC would be super clutch here. And what do I get? I get 1,000 VC, making this even easier. So then it was time for me to go do my favorite quest, the track. And this takes, as you see, less than 2 minutes, and you get 2,500 VC. You guys are going to see how much VC I earned for each park game. But with that 4,000 VC, I'm going to immediately go ahead and throw it on my 3-point. Like I said, the most important attribute, I'm going to need to be able to shoot. But I didn't realize that there was more quests that I could do. So after upgrading my 3-point to a 62, I ended up finding out, okay, I can do the Chris Brickley drills real quick without playing an online game, and I can get a quick 500 VC for that, plus 9,000 my points, which might be a concern later. You're going to want to stay and find out. But of course, we complete the drill, we get the 500 VC, and of course, I'm going to put it on my 3-pointer, but I was just kind of looking, what can I unlock if I put it on my driving dunk? But then I remembered I need to buy animations, all that stuff. So of course, I'm going to put it on my 3-point, and that's actually enough to get me to a 61 overall. So now I'm a 61 overall. And then I did one more quest, the Art of Shooting quest, to get me a hotspot. And with the 500 VC I got from that, I upgraded my 3-point one more time to get it to a 64. And then I had to do one more thing before finally playing my first game, and that is Gatorade. You need this, of course, you need that extra little bar, since I will not be able to buy Gatorade or jump shot boost. That's a major thing in this challenge, is I will not have boosts for the majority of my games. I had to go to the MyCourt real quick before I hopped on the court to test out this Anthony Edwards jump shot. As you can see, I was like 50-50 with it. With a low 3-point rating, I wasn't shooting horrible, but I know that I wasn't going to be super consistent. Now the first game starts, and you see I am still only a 61 overall, and I'm still a rookie 1. This is my first park game, and red tier basically means purple tier. So my first game is against 2 golds and a purple tier, and you guys are going to see what I end up doing is my first park game, I'm the one that scores the first points. That was actually such a relief. I thought I was going to come out here and put up a donut as a 60 overall. I mean, let's be honest. What can you do on these low overalls, right? You see this game is 21-20. We were losing, but Dino hits the clutch shot. We win the game. I literally didn't do anything besides that first fast break points, but this was okay. Now let me see. How much VC am I going to get? And it was only 236, so that was extremely disappointing. An entire park game for 236 VC. I'm still figuring out what gets me VC. Is it points? Is it assists? Is it teammate grade? What is it that gets me VC? I kind of already assumed it was teammate grade, but I just wanted to make sure. And yeah, we start off this game with another layup. I really want to, 1, shoot my first green, and 2, get my first dunk. All you've seen are 2 layups, and then once again, I get on a fast break, and I don't get a dunk. I get a layup. This is crazy. I'm Anthony Edwards, and I can't dunk the ball, and my first shot is a brick. So I'm Anthony Edwards, and I can't shoot, and I can't dunk. Yeah, I am a true 60 overall. This is a 60 overall experience. You see them leaving me wide open in the corner. Bandit hits me, and I white another shot. This is truly a miserable 60 overall experience. One more time, wide open, and another miss. But I told Bandit, give me another chance. That's what he does, but I get an early. Now, I don't know if you can see it in the gameplay or in the next couple gameplays, but back then, all the way in September, when this gameplay was recorded, when I was a 61 overall, the Rise and the Elite courts were super choppy. It just makes shooting incredibly difficult, even on a higher overall. But you see Bandit ends this game here, and we got a B teammate grade this time. So we got a little bit more VC, almost 300, but not quite. And then we went to Elite, because like I told you guys, the chop was really annoying me. I missed my first shot, but I told Bandit, give me one more chance, and finally, I green my first shot. Not only do I green my first shot, but I get a fast break layup, and this is just a game of first. So I just shot my first green, which was a great feeling, not gonna lie, with this pure Anthony Edwards jump shot. Bandit gets a great steal. Because I went the template build, I get my first fast break dunk. It's actually funny that if I didn't go the Anthony Edwards template build or any template build, I wouldn't be able to get these dunks because I wouldn't have any dunk package equipped. So I would just be doing layups. But because I went this template build, I'm getting these animations, and yeah, just ignore this. Like I said, this, I don't know if you can see it in the gameplay. Like, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like it. It's extremely choppy. After missing 6 in a row, the game lets me green the contested one. Ignore my shooting this game. It's going to reflect on my shooting percentage later on when I'm a high 90. You guys will see. But that game, 349 VC because I got an A-. So that confirms it, that after having probably my worst shooting game, I got the most VC, which means teammate grade is what's important. So at this point, I have to figure out how to get teammate grade. But that's a lot easier than it sounds because at the end of the day, I'm still only a 61 overall who's trying to win games. So it's not like I can just force myself to get an A+ every game with a snap of a finger. That's not even easy to do on a 60 overall because, of course, to get good teammate grades, you need to make shots, you need to get assists, you need to get steals. And how do I do all of that with my ratings in the 60s? Well, that's what this video, you guys are going to see the progression. You see Dino gets a good steal there, and I get another dunk, a new dunk animation, one that I haven't seen before. I've only gotten 2, so really not that exciting, and that's the other one. So those are the only 2 dunk animations I've gotten so far. You see we were blowing them out this game, 19-10. Once again, I did not have a great teammate grade. It's only a C+ right now. I think after this, I ended up with a B-, so not that great. And after that, I didn't get that much VC again, only 260. So I'm like, damn, let's see if I can get some more VC if we go into the theater. And the mode this week was quick game to 11. So we go into the theater, and you see my very first shot in the theater is green. I'm telling you guys, Elite and Rise were super choppy. It was super laggy, super choppy. You see, they had us 10-9. That shot was for the game right there. But they missed. I come on the fast break. I get us a quick 2. And then they kick to the top of the key. Bandit swings. He doesn't get the pass. Wide open for the game. Their center bricks it. Now, I want the game winner because, of course, I do. but I'm a 60 overall. Let's be realistic. I wouldn't have passed me the ball either right there. We win the game, and I only get another 239 VC. So this is going to take a lot of park games if I'm only going to be playing park, and if I'm going to be consistently getting these Bs, these C pluses. You see another C plus, another bad teammate grade. And this game, these guys right here, these are probably the best competition that we played up to this point. And I mean, it showed. You see, we were down 8-7. I tried getting the clutch 3. I miss. Bandy gets the rebound, and he gets the putback. But a 3 will still end this game. You see, D-Nell goes up with a dumb layup. They block it. They end up going on the fast break. That was actually for the win. We got to stop, but I cut it out. And then they just ended up winning the game. Like I said, those guys were good. I didn't shoot great. D-Nell didn't play great either. That's my first loss. And you guys know I can't end on a loss. Like, I'm not going to get off on a loss. And 162 VC is crazy. I'm like, wow, losing is not an option, because 162 VC is pitiful. That is not enough. We are going to need to play way too many games. And you see, we green another shot in the corner. I'm liking this theater shooting. You guys can see I can shoot pretty well, I am a 60 overall, so I'm not going to shoot super consistent. I see this guy's playing way off of me. He's falling asleep, so I will take that free backdoor. And I've tried my hardest to make these gameplays entertaining as this low 60 overall, but it's really hard. You guys see we end that game. I get another B-, and we add an additional 264 VC in our pocket. And then that was actually the last game we played. And after this, I actually upgraded my 3-point to a 68, but my Elgato corrupted, so I didn't get that footage. But that is the only time throughout the entire video it happened, was those 4 upgrades. I think it was like 1500 VC or something, so it really is not that big of a deal. But yeah, I got my 3-point from a 64 to a 68. And then after that, I didn't even know this, but in Season 1, every single year, they come out with a pass where you get 15,000 VC for free. As you guys see right here, the Trendsetter My Team Rewards. All you have to do is click it and you get 15,000 VC for free. I'm happy that I didn't know it before my first games, so I truly got to experience what a 60 overall was like. But hey, 15k VC at the snap of a finger, at the click of a button, I will take that. Unfortunately, if you did this today, if you started this today, you cannot get this. This is only at the very beginning of each 2K, and that's when I started this. So of course, with that 15k VC, I'm not only going to put it on my 3-point, because at this point, I want to start running point guard a little bit. I don't only want to just be a corner sitter. So I'm going to mix it up between both my 3-point and my ball handle so that I can dribble and I can shoot. So after I upgrade these, it gets me all the way up to a 65 overall, and that is significant. From being a 61 overall with nothing to getting 15,000 VC at the click of a button and getting both ball handle and a 75 3-point, my gameplay is about to get a lot better, because after that, this is when we're going to start running point guard. I'm done sitting in the corner. I know I'm only a 65 overall, but I'm done. So we go to do some wheel spins, and of course, the first person we see, the guy we're right behind, gets 250k. But we'll take any VC we can get. This was a few days later. Like, I took like 4 or 5 days off, so I would just get on every day and I would spin the wheel for a chance at this. As you see, you get so much free VC just from spinning the wheel, even as a rookie, which I was at this point. It doesn't matter. You should always be doing this. And I also had another track I could do, which I already explained is my favorite quest, because it takes you less than 2 minutes to get 2,500 VC. So we complete that, and then after that, it's finally time to play. So I head to the theater and I'm deciding what mode do I want to play as a 65 overall. But before that, of course, I just racked up a bunch of VC, so I'm going to spend it all. And to be honest, this is not adding up. I definitely didn't cut anything. I didn't do anything. This is all the VC I got. Why did it not add up to the amount that I got? I will never know, but whatever. At this point, we will add up to an 83 pointer, and we will put our speed with ball a little bit higher to get to a 66 overall. The reason I went 3-point to an 80 on my speed with ball, because like I said, I'm running point guard now, so I need to be a little bit quicker with the ball, and of course I need to be able to shoot if I'm the point guard. If I can't shoot, we're gonna lose. It's that simple. So I go to the 1v1 court for the first time. This is my first 1v1 game, and this is when I remembered, yeah, this is skill-based matchmaking. I was playing against a 60 overall rookie, and when I say this was extremely hard to make entertaining gameplay, I mean, it's 260 overalls 1v1ing. We don't really have dribble moves. We can barely shoot. We're super slow. Like, it's hard to make this entertaining. I think he actually had a 3-pointer. I think that's like the only thing he upgraded was his 3-pointer. But, you know, I just cut through this game because what am I going to show? Stuff like that, wide open missed layups. This is 2 brown shirt 60 overalls 1v1ing. So after this, I was like, all right, I can't play this 1v1 court. Not only because for the video after I green that, but it's like 20-minute games, not 20 minutes, it's like 10-minute games. Look at our shooting percentages. 260 overall, just running around like idiots. But I did get a decent amount of VC. I got 360 VC, but no my points. And then after that, I'm like, all right, I need to play something. I want to finish this build. I want to get this challenge out. Let me go to 3v3 random in the theater, the 3v3 no squad. And you see, first play, or not first play, but my first bucket, I get a layup. But to be honest, that's pretty much the only thing you're going to see from me in here. This was, like I said, this was early in the year where shooting was super, super inconsistent in patch 1. I mean, obviously I'm a 60 overall, so it's inconsistent already, but you guys know what people do in these 60 overall random modes. They give the ball to the center and they force it up, so that's what my center did. You see, he had 14 and 10. I literally did nothing. I had 2 points, touched the ball like twice all game. I'll take my win. I'll take my 260 VC, I guess, but it just wasn't fun. So I decided to do something I thought I'd never do. Random, no squad rec as a 66 overall. And look at my team. Look at our overalls. We are all doo-doo brown shirts. The other team will be slightly higher overalls. I mean, you guys see us again, but in the other team is slightly higher. They're like in the 70s, some in the low 80s. And man, oh man, I would not wish random rec as a low overall on my worst enemy. This was absolutely torture. You guys see what I'm gonna do. Like what I just said in the 3v3 no squad game in the theater. I'm just gonna give the ball to my center. That's what you do when everyone's a 60 overall. I think the center was definitely the carry of our team. You guys will see it towards the end of the game. I actually put like, not the whole game, obviously cut it up, but I put a lot of this game in because not only was it my first rec game, but this was super intense and it literally came down to the last milliseconds. But finally, I get out on the break and I score my first points with 6 minutes left in the first. Like, can you guys imagine how demoralizing it must be to sit here and play this for 30 minutes as a 66 overall? And we're almost at halftime and I've touched the ball, what, 4 or 5 times, and 3 or 4 of those times are on fast breaks, which, don't get me wrong, I am taking advantage of, but just with no dribble moves, without a jump shot, being so slow with the ball, there's only so much you can do. You see, 1 minute left. I was out on the break and we were down 1. He hits me late. I go up with the layup and I miss it. I can only imagine what my teammates were thinking at this point. And there goes my center. To be honest, I can't blame him. Like I said, he was carrying this game. But it gets even crazier. Look at the score now. 57-59. They were at the free throw line. They missed. I'm out on the break. Down 2 with 28 seconds left. You guys know, obviously, I'm going to look to hit somebody in the paint. I don't want anybody on this team shooting. We're all low overall. I want somebody in the paint. This guy goes up with a contested layup. Misses. But that center I was telling you about gets the board, and he gets the putback. 16 seconds left. We are tied. A win gives you significantly more VC in rec. So a win is super important here. They missed for the lead. You see, I'm out on the break. The center did not trust me. And to be honest, I didn't blame him. And you see, we get a violation. And I thought that was out on us. But I guess they tipped it. And with 4 seconds left, our center is inbounding the ball. You guys see, he gives it to our power forward, who gives it back to him, who just simply holds X. And we get a lucky layup. And with 0.4 seconds left, we secure the win. Only a B+, but I'll take it. I don't think I showed the VC I got here. I think it was like 800 or something, which is still less than a 3v3 Pro-Am game. But after that, I was done. I needed to take a break, but I wanted to show you guys how much VC I earned throughout those 1v1 games and the track. And this is actually where I think my track VC went. I think I did that after and I just cut it up. But yeah, this is where that 2,500 from the track went in the 1v1 game, the rec. And you guys see, I know I'm going to be running point guard from here on out. So I need my speed with ball to be higher. So after I upgrade that, you see I am now a 67 overall, which I will take. And I don't know. It's time to run point guard on this build. We're going to see how it goes in the twos. Like I said, it is skill-based matchmaking, and the person I'm playing with is a gold tier. So I'm not going to show you guys who we play every game, but you guys will see some games. Like, once again, this is patch 1. This has been like the first 3 weeks of the game, so people haven't fully figured out the game yet, but they have an idea of what they're doing. And one thing that I really disliked about doing this challenge, especially early in the year, I mean, it even happened recently when I finished it, which you guys will see if you watch the whole video, is when you play with the popper, centers, they don't care. They will just sit in the paint. Like, you see, it took my center to hit 4 greens before this guy finally decided to leave a 60 overall open with a layup. Like, my center has to go 5 for 5. You see, I finally hit that little snatchback green. Even in the top ratios, I'm shooting 14%. Let's ignore that. Because this game, I hit that white, which showed me I did not have high risk, high reward on, which is what I always play with. But I got 435 VC for that game. That's huge. And then this game right here, this is what I wanted to show you guys. At the beginning of the year, what a lot of top reps were doing, and really comp people that really cared about winning and rep grinding, was going into the theater with a high 90 overall MyPlayer or point guard. The point guard would be in the 90s, and the center would be a 60 overall, because all the center needs to do is grab rebounds and let the point guard shoot. So me and Rose are kind of running a similar lineup to that, except he's the 99 overall and I'm the 60 overall. And obviously, having a 60 overall at center is it doesn't matter as much as having a 60 overall at point guard. The point guard runs the offense. Centers really only need to get boards in this game. But you see, these guys were blowing us out 20-8. I was trying my hardest. You see, I even had meter on in this game. After this, I backed out. I took my meter off. I put on high risk, high reward. I don't know why all my settings reset, but you guys see, I really didn't want to shoot because I knew the RNG was gonna hit me. But I just needed to. The center's sitting in the paint. This guy is not leaving the paint, so either Rose needs to shoot or I need to shoot. You see 20-14. I told Rose, just shoot, bro. If you miss, you miss. It's the game. It is what it is. I'm not going to get mad at you. And you guys see 20-17. Wide open again. He just greened it. He misses the shot. What are you going to do? Like I said, these guys just wanted it more. These high 90 overall guards playing with 60 overalls, doing whatever they can to win. You see, he even hits that crazy layup at the end. That could definitely be due to my low defense rating, which you guys will see when I eventually get that up. But all right, finally, we have no meter and we're on high risk reward. So let's see the difference in my shooting. Let's see if I can actually shoot. And this is where I'm going to let you guys know the first code word for a giveaway. All you gotta do is comment the word Ant-Man and an emoji. See how my gamer tag is Ant-Man and then any emoji you want, and you'll be entered into this VC giveaway. I will do a few more throughout the video to give you guys higher chances, so make sure you watch throughout. But yeah, as you can see, we really were not missing. Like, I know it says 40% on the top right, but you gotta think, as somebody with, what do I have, an 83 pointer and like no badges, or the badges on bronze that I guess I unlock, I wasn't shooting that bad. You see, wide open, I am pulling with confidence. This is one of those things where it would have been nice to play with an inside center that could have grabbed all my rebounds. But if I'm Anthony Edwards, I want to space the floor. I want to be able to dunk. I want to be able to lay up. And you see, this game, I have 13 points. I have a B+. I'm not getting carried. See, I hit him with the little cheesy old 2K stop and go move. We get an A-, and even though I shot 6 for 15, we win the game. That was a game of defense, and you see 356 VC. So it's honestly not bad. That's more than I was getting in 1v1 games, everything else. I will eventually go to 3v3 Pro-Am, which is where you get the most VC, but I wanted to start this challenge off in par, in theater, in modes that I feel like most of us play. I feel like the majority of people don't really play 3v3 Pro-Am. Of course, when it comes to a no VC grind like this, 3v3 Pro-Am is the best mode to play because it rewards you with the most VC in the shortest amount of time. But I don't really play 3v3 Pro-Am. I really only play Park. So of course, you guys will see 50, you guys see about 100 3v3 Pro-Am games in this video, but you guys will see hundreds of Park games in this video. I definitely played the majority of Park. And you see this guy right here, he was cooking. This dude was in game chat, this baby Mac guy, the guy I was guarding. He was in game chat this whole game, talking crazy, telling me, oh, this guy's a 67 overall. I'm gonna break his ankles. I'm gonna put this guy on the floor. There's nothing he can do. And you guys see the score, 16-12. I heard him. I heard all that talk, and I was not going for it. I was not gonna let this guy beat us. So Rose hits the slip. We take the easy 2 points. You guys see, I'm doing the majority of the scoring in these games. 18-12. I hit Rose for the pop. He bricks, and they get the rebound. That's the thing. A lot of these games, of course, I'm gonna miss shots. I'm a 60 overall. But this just comes down to, can my popper shoot? You see, he hits me with a nice little Zach LaVine snatchback there, green. We all know how ISO players play, up and down, and it's snatchbacks, 20-18. I need one stop, and I will win this game. I told Rose, get me one stop. You see, this guy's even doing little flexes on me. I play perfect defense. I push him out of bounds. I get a contested layup, and I get the rebound. He fouls me, 20-18. I'm not losing to him. You guys see his mic moving in game chat this entire time. This whole time, all this guy was doing was talking crazy. So I told Rose, give me the ball. I'm going to go back to her. I'm going to hit you for 3. That's what we do. He's wide open. and he shoots a moon, a very early. They get the ball back. He does a spin layup, drives, I reach, I get out of position, but the center misses wide open. Normally, I don't show you guys full games like this. This is a rare occurrence. This is just a really funny game with this guy in game chat. You guys see, I have literally 0 stamina with 2 seconds left. I pass to Rose, but he gets a shot clock violation. No way. You see this guy goes for a spin jumper, hits the center, Rose steps up. This is the longest 20 to 18 game of my life. Rose leaves the center open, he doesn't miss, and we lose that game. I would not normally show you guys a full, not even full, but like a whole couple minute gameplay like that. That's pretty much the only time I'm gonna do it. But I want you guys to see, not just highlights, how I actually play on the 67 overall. Obviously, it's not all rainbows and sunshines. I am out here struggling. And, you know, it can be fun, right? Because of the challenge. It can be fun when you beat these players on higher overalls, on players that think they're good. When you are on a 67 overall like this, it's super rewarding. And then when you lose, it honestly isn't the biggest deal because you think in your head, oh, I'm a 67 overall. They should be beating me anyway. But the point is, the grind is just tedious. It is just a tedious grind, which is a big reason why I'm trying to help you guys out and give away VC codes in this video, because after doing this grind and understanding, by the way, 440 VC, I think that's the most I've gotten so far, because that's my first day plus. But because I know that the grind with no VC is not fun to do. It's not fun to play 2K without VC. It's not fun to play 2K without a maxed out player. And unfortunately, that is the reality for a lot of players, is they don't have the luxury to buy VC, to spend the extra money on VC. 2K is one of the biggest microtransactions games out there. Like, this is one of those games you really can't play, at least park, without spending money, unless you're gonna do something like this and just grind your way up. Now, I consider myself a really elite player. I've just been playing 2K for 10 years now. Park, I've been playing the same mode in Park 2K for 10 years. So I know what I'm doing. I'm basically an old head at this point. So I know what I'm doing. And if even me, I'm struggling at points like this, I can only imagine what the average player, or not even the average, imagine a new player wants to hop on 2K25 and they want to play the game. Like, they click on somebody's YouTube video and they say, that looks fun, I want to play that. And then they immediately hop on the game and it's like, oh, well, you can't play like that until you spend $100. And then you grind badges and then you grind to 99. It's just a flawed system in my opinion, which is a big reason why I wanted to do this challenge. But after all those games, I had 2,500 VC, and I wanted to see, would it be enough to upgrade me to 88 overall? And it was. It was literally just enough. And after playing those games, I realized I need pass accuracy. I need pass accuracy bad. I am throwing lobs to Rose. So that gets me to a 68 overall, and this is when we start playing with Stumpy. And once again, you see what these guys are running. A 60 overall center and a high overall point guard. So you guys already know what they're gonna do. The center is going to LT and sit in the paint. It's one of those things where, since I'm on a 60, even if we get one stop, I'm not that confident. But you see, we got the stop, 68 overall. We pretty much have to go flawless. They don't have that many points, but it's just impossible to stop their offense. I'm gonna be honest. Stumpy's build isn't great. He takes the slip there. And you see, I'm just telling him, Stumpy, you need to pop and you need to either hit me or shoot the 3. The center is not leaving the paint. By the way, this is still just pure Anthony Edwards jump shot. Nothing else Anthony Edwards. You see, center, just going to sit in the paint and hold his right analog stick up. That's what these high rep, these wannabe comp players do. I'm going to sit in the paint and I'm just going to let the other center shoot because shooting is so bad. You see, I'm telling Stumpy, just hit me, bro. I'm dexing this guy. 14-9. We scored 14 points straight until Stumpy hits me in the corner. I greened that. Well, it wasn't a corner, it was a midi. 16 points straight. So we scored 16 points without missing. And then finally, you know 2K25, they're gonna eventually make us miss. The RNG hits. Stumpy misses that 3. Of course, these guys are running the meta lineup, which there's nothing wrong with, in my opinion. I just find something wrong with LTing and like doing some cheesy stuff like this, 99 and 60 overall. But you see, 18-16, what are they going to do? They're going to try and LT us. Look, the guard catches the ball, doesn't even take a dribble. What's crazy, this was like patch 1, so I can't believe people were doing this early in the year. But yeah, congratulations to you on your 300 VC Park win, man. Good win. Even though I went 4 for 4, it sucks. And this next game, take a look at this. Am I going against myself? Am I going against Anthony Edwards? This game was personal. I told Stumpy too. I said, yo, Stumpy, this game's personal. This is literally who's the better Anthony Edwards. Obviously, you saw he's a higher overall than me. He definitely has more badges, but I'm the better Anthony Edwards. I am the better Anthony Edwards. He's lucky I could not afford the whole jersey, the whole fit yet. Obviously, later in the video, you guys will see me buy everything. I hit Stumpy wide open for 3. That's green. That's the biggest thing about playing on this build in the 2s is obviously as a low overall, a lot relies on me, right? Like I need to get open myself. But if my poppers can shoot, it just makes the games literally 10 times easier because the centers actually have to leave the paint. You guys see once again, hit him at the top of the key. Green. What a game from Stumpy. 3 for 4. I kind of struggled, but there Anthony Edwards went 1 for 4 with 3 turnovers. So I was the better Anthony Edwards. We end another game. That game was an AI. That's why I showed it very quickly. And another A. So we are very quickly ending these games and getting good teammate grades. So honestly, if I was really just going for VC, of course I would go to 3v3 Pro-Am. But I want to get gameplay for you guys, and I just want to get better on this build. So that's what I'm doing. I'm playing this 2v2 theater, and I'm the one running point guard, which, like I said, was fun at times, but also very annoying and tedious at times, right? But even then, like I said, it's worth it at all the end. Like seeing the progression of this build, not even like when I'm a 90, but just right now, seeing myself slowly getting the hang of this build, slowly getting the hang of my jump shot, getting better, understanding the play style. That's kind of a fun thing. See, I'm just taking my back doors, and I was not missing this game. See, I am 4 for 5 from 3 right now with an 83-pointer and bronze shooting badges on a 60 overall using Anthony Edwards jump shot. Like, this is not something I've used before. I've never used Anthony Edwards jump shot. I've never even played on a 60 overall. So this is all new to me. You see 18-14. I tell Stumpy to pop. He misses it. It's 2K25. It's going to happen. One thing I will never do in this game is get mad at my teammates for missing wide open. I will never do it. You see, he flares up. He greens on me. Good bucket by him. He tries backdooring me. He misses the wide open layup. Stumpy didn't clear the ball. I tell him, yo, Stumpy, pop again. You're not missing twice in a row, bro. Trust me. Flare up, pop. I hit him. He takes the shot. He greens it, and we win that super close game. This is definitely where I'm showing you guys more, I guess, full games, like not just clips of me going off, because there really isn't that many crazy clips. You know, at this point, all I can really do is this: catch and shoot, wide open dunks, back doors. I don't even have a midi yet, so there's not really that many highlights I can show you. So I want to show you guys more of these close games that I was getting and show you how I played as a 60. Obviously, the higher overall we get, the more crazy stuff. One thing I can't wait to show you guys is when you get to the part of the video where I finally get all my dunks and all my animations and this Anthony Edwards build. Just stay tuned. Because I don't have any dunking builds this year, and it's really fun. But you see, we were in another really close game. This guy was trying to ISO me. Once again, I have no defense on this build. Literally none. No defense. Very low speed. So it's extremely hard to play ISO defense. You see, same thing. I was kind of ISOing him back. I take the layup. I'm telling Stumpy, yo, Stumpy, I'm going to look for a 3 here. That's exactly what I do. I play aggressive, and I green it. Once again, you see 75% from 3 this game. I'm not missing. I tell Stumpy, pop. He misses it, but I get the clutch offensive rebound. I go back up, and I miss another layup. I tell Stumpy, you are not missing twice, but he does. But he gets the clutch steal, and he gets the putback. Man, look at our shooting percentages this game. Stumpy's 2 for 10, and I was like 8 for 13. Did I say it was 2 for 10? Make that 2 for 11. So we are now 20 to 15 up. They get the board, they go to the corner, they hit a 3. I'm 6 for 11, he's 2 for 11. We are not having a good game. You see the guard goes to the right, quick stops, misses. Stumpy hits me in the corner, and I tell him, bro, Stumpy, you're not going 2 for 12. Get up at the top of the key and green this shot, and he does. Never, ever waver. This game has RNG. If your teammate misses a million times, trust them. And what do we run into again? The classic 99 guard and 60 center lineup. If you guys have noticed, this is basically the only thing that me and Stumpy, me and Rose have lost to in this 2v2 theater. When I'm going against people, even if they're running a normal lineup while they're high overalls, I still win. The only time I'm really losing is when I'm going against these meta lineups, which I already said there's nothing wrong with, but the meta lineups where these people are running a 60 overall center and a 99 overall guard, where it's just so hard to guard it because of how fast he is and he doesn't shoot. You see right here, he's just LTing me. Same thing. All they're doing is LTing. He missed. Stumpy just does not have that high of rebounding on that build. That's another thing is, like, look at these guys, man. I don't want to make the whole video about this, but this is what I'm talking about. This is the struggle of this year. I feel like this year was really hard to do 60 to 99 compared to previous years because of stuff like this. Because you're kind of forced, this year, you're kind of forced to play the meta at least. I don't want to say forced to, but this is definitely the 2K where, in my opinion, you should be playing the meta, right? Like if you ISO, you can win, but if you ISO when you're going against somebody who's running the meta, you're at a significant disadvantage. But you see 15-13, I run around the screen. My guy's keeping up with me. You guys see where Stumpy's center is. The guy is not going to leave the paint. I have 13 points. I have not missed. You see, I am 5 for 5. I have not missed this game. 5 for 5. Well, make that 6 for 6. Even with no stamina, I'm greening. I'm 6 for 6, 4 for 4 from 3. Stumpy is 0 for 7. I told you guys, never waver. Stumpy, shoot that shot. Oh boy. Bad game, right? It happens. I'm not going to be too mad at him. Some bad games happen. The guard misses wide open, and then he backdoors me for the game. You know, I felt it was just one of those games I couldn't do anything about. Even though I was a 68 overall at this point, I feel like I was the one that was playing with the 68 overall. And then after that, it was 3 in the morning, which means it's time to spin your wheel. And I got 1,000 VC this time. Every time I spin it, any VC matters. Like, you guys see how much I get per part game. So 1,000 is big. And after that, I went to see, can I upgrade to a 69 overall? And yes, I can. Now, my upgrade here is definitely speed with ball. You guys see, I'm the one running point guard. What's the most important stat as a point guard, besides 3-point, is probably your speed with ball. Because if you are a snail with the ball, it's so easy to guard. So that's what I upgrade. And after I upgraded to a 69 overall, I don't know if it's the number, but man, we had some bad runs. Well, there were 2 reasons. 1, the shooting was a little inconsistent. But 2, like I said, it was 3 a.m. and we were going against straight sweats. Yeah, don't go play theater at 3 in the morning. You're going to play straight sweats, which, I mean, I guess I kind of expected. You see, all the centers are going to do is this. Sit in the paint, leave Stumpy open. So what am I going to show you guys? Stumpy shooting a million shots, Stumpy missing wide open. Like, there's nothing for me to show because all these centers are doing is literally sitting in the paint, and Stumpy was just having an off shooting night. It is what it is. Then my Elgato actually corrupted for 2 games. You see, I just wanted to put that in there just to show you guys, like, there was 2 games I played. I think we went 1-1, and my file got corrupted. So unfortunately, I couldn't show it. You see, Stumpy gets a clutch board there. I hit that contested shot, but once again, we're just getting blown out, 20-12. I played terrible that game. That game was completely on me. I remember that. That's how vivid it was. But yeah, another game. We're just down 11-0. Like, all you guys have seen so far is us just getting blown out since I've been a 69 overall. If I have my wide open jump shots, you know I'm going to shoot them. That's definitely what I'm most confident in right now is these open jumpers. But yeah, another loss. I don't know. We did not have good luck at this moment. We really were not winning games. We kept running into tryhards, but I really wanted to get enough VC to get 70 overall before I got off. That was my goal, was, is it possible to get enough VC to get to 70 overall? You guys know I'm a 69. So only a few thousand VC. So let's see how many games me and Stumpy can play. You guys see, we got off to a 6-0 start, and then I cut it, and now we're losing 18-6, and this guy hits a green in my face, and we lose that game. And then we ran into the same point guard from hours ago that was LT cheesing with a whole different center, and we lost that game. So we just lost like 6 games straight. But we did unlock a few quests. As you guys can see, we got these badge perks, which each of them gave me 500 VC, I think. And then after that, it showed me that all of these quests I can get 2,500 VC for. So that's what I'm going to be going for next. And after that, I decided to see, okay, do I have enough time to upgrade? Or not enough time. Do I have enough VC to upgrade? And the answer is yes. You see my VC count, it goes up 3,700. Is that enough to get me to 70? I already told you guys the answer. And it's yes. And at this point, I really wanted driving dunk, and you guys see how cheap it is. Look at how cheap driving dunk is. But I wanted at least a 70 so I could at least get some better or faster animations. Which, looking back on it, I don't even have any animations bought. I have the Anthony Edwards one for free, so it's kind of stupid. But back then, I didn't realize how important speed and agility was. I kind of wish I put that a little bit higher at this point. But yeah, you see, we do upgrade our speed with ball and our dunk to a 70, and that gets us to a 70 overall. So after that, the Basketball Gods event came out, and this is going to be the first event that we play on this Anthony Edwards build. Now, obviously, I'm a 70 overall. I'm not going to be running point guard on this like I was on the 2s. And the reason why I'm playing this is right here. You guys see, for a streak of 4, 5,000 VC. For a streak of 6, 10,000 VC. Obviously, I wasn't trying to win it, but I wanted that VC. Now, I'm going to be playing shooting guard, sitting in the corner, looking pretty, you know, scoring my open baskets. Obviously, I'm a 70 overall, so I can do some things, but this is Basketball Gods. Obviously, we're going to be playing against decent people, so we're going to need to see what's going on. You see, I pick up my boy Kai and Lavish, and first play I show, I throw the backdoor to Kai, and I'm telling him, man, trust me, if I'm open in this corner, I'm not going to miss. He does, and that's exactly what happens. I don't miss. Now also, I don't know if you guys remember, because this was so long ago, but people were saying this Basketball Gods event, people had like, you look at the top right, I had gold lightning launch popping up, even though I'm a 70 overall. People were saying the badges were bugged. I get the final basket there, so we win our first game. Okay, 1-0, remember, 4 wins for 5,000 VC, 6 wins for 10,000 VC. Obviously, we want the 6 because that's literally double, but we'll take 4. We win our second game. I didn't really do much again. So, all right, now we're 2-0. 19-18? Okay, we win our third game. We are now 1 win away from securing 5,000 VC, which is huge. That is absolutely huge. You see, I take that shot from Limitless, and I green it. I couldn't believe I greened that shot. I get another chance in the corner, and I green that. Okay, so far, I'm kind of the MVP of this game. But 19-13, we win this one. That's game 4 secured. That is 4,000 VC in the bag. And at this point, you saw it put me up to gold, even though I was only silver. It was just a bug in the game. But this is the game right here. This is game 5. We need to win this game, and then 1 more after this, and we have secured the 10,000 VC. You see the score: 17-19. Kai gets a steal on the inbound. We score once again. I didn't really do anything. I was just worried about the VC here. That's all I wanted. So 5 win streak. 1 more win, and we've secured the VC, and we can get up out of here. You see, 16-17, they take a 3, they green it. 19-17, we need a 3 here. We didn't get it, and they gamed us, and I lost at literally the worst possible time. What's worse than losing at 5 wins? Nothing. So after that, my teammates hopped off. I didn't have anybody, so of course I went to go spin the wheel a few times. 2,000 VC, 500 VC, 2,500 VC, and I know you guys are saying, how are you spinning the wheel so much? I was taking breaks. I was taking 4 or 5 a week off at this point, and I was just spinning the wheel and getting on and playing when I would. And look, this is all adding up. I know obviously some of you guys don't have the luxury to do this, to wait for a bunch of wheel spins, but this is just a compilation of them. Like I told you guys, I was taking breaks, and yeah, these aren't the same spins over and over again. This is literally like 2 weeks added up. Of course, I'm going to show you guys how I get VC in every way possible. So there is a season 1 week 4 track. Here is a season 1 week 5 track, and all those just adding up to 22,000 VC. And then even after that, I had a couple more tracks I could have did. You see season 1 week 6, season 1 week 7. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was super demotivating after losing that Basketball Gods. I contemplating stopping this, but you guys see 29,000 VC. So I have a lot of VC, and this is when I kind of realized speed and agility matter a lot. Like, people didn't realize at the beginning, but speed and agility matter a lot. And me running 2s, I don't know, I need to do pass act. So that's what I'm saying. There's so many attributes that I want to upgrade. I want my 3-point higher. I need to dribble better. I need to be faster. I need to be faster with the ball. Like, there's so many things that I need to upgrade since I'm running point guard. If I was just sitting in the corner, I would just put my 3-point up and not think. But since I'm running point guard, there's so many things that are important. And you see, I'm about to spend 29,000 VC on these upgrades, and that gets me up to a 72 overall. And we are now a 72 overall, just like that. And then the Old Town event came out again. So, of course, play 1 game, earn 5,000 VC. Who the hell is going to say no to that? I definitely won't. So, of course, what am I going to do? I'm going to go play Old Town, and I'm going to try and win some games. So I pick up Stumpy, and the thing is, you don't even need to win a game to get the VC. You just need to play a game. So obviously, I could just come out here, play a game, get 5,000 VC, and call it, but I want to win. Well, it didn't go to plan. First game, we got destroyed. Second game, we're going against a red tier, which is now a purple tier if you play now. And I tried going for a backdoor, scoring by enemies necessary. I don't get it, and they score another 3. Yeah, I don't know. It was really hard to win some games. Like, when you go against comp on a 60 overall, it's really hard to win. But I didn't give up. I didn't just want the 5,000 VC. I'm like, yo, Stumpy, let's try and win some games here, bro. You see I'm quick stopping for 3. The center is actually not playing paint this game, so I finally get to drive. Wish I got a dunk because I just spent a little bit of VC on that, but I'll take my layup. Such a beautiful park, man. I can't believe that these parks aren't permanent. I just wanted to say that. Like, every time these parks come out, I just grind them. You see he fades in the corner, and we lose again. Just another loss. Like, 3 games in Old Town, 3 losses. After that, I went to go check my VC, and it added up. I got the VC from playing. I got my 5,000 VC, and then after that, more wheel spins, right? Just the easiest way to make VC. You just get on, you walk up to the wheel spin, you press A if you're on Xbox, you press X if you're on PlayStation, and you easily just get some free VC. And then after that, more of the track, my favorite quest. And that got me up to 18,000 VC. So this is kind of showing you guys the difference in VC between playing and just doing quests, spinning the wheel, stuff like that. Like 2K actually gives you a decent amount of stuff this year to make a VC without actually playing. Like one park game, if you play the most perfect park game in the world, you get a maxed out A+, you get like 420 VC. But look at how much VC I've gotten just from doing side quests. And look at what I'm going to upgrade now. 80 ball handle, 85 speed with ball. This is when my player should take a complete turn when it comes to dribbling. And this gets me all the way up to a 74 overall. Okay, so just like that, we're a 74 overall. And this is what I wanted to take my speed with ball, my ball handling, see if it really matters. So I went to the 1v1 court, and you guys see first game, we're lighting it up. We are not missing. As you see in the top right, 67% from 3. The thing about this theater is, man, people are going to make you shoot. I know I said it during 2v2, but just like this, people are going to make you shoot, especially on these low overalls, and that's what we do. You see, most of my shots were threes, just like him. I make him shoot, he makes me shoot. That game I shot 67% from 3, which I'll take. Anthony Edwards' pure jump shot and only an 83-pointer, and I'm shooting that good. I will take that. Once again, that's all you're going to see in these games, is me just absolutely sparking threes, because look at my defenders. They're sitting low, except for this guy. I'm not going to lie. This guy, he got me this game. I didn't shoot that good this game. But once again, we start the game, I run up to the three-point line, I shoot. Finally, he plays me high, so I get a dunk. And that is a new dunk animation, the first time I've seen it. And again, another dunk animation. By the way, all these animations, all these dunk animations are Anthony Edwards. You see 18-15, I make that contested 3. This was losers out too, so everyone gets the ball. He has me 20-18. I run to take a 3. I miss. I needed a 3 there, because if I took a 2, he would just end the game. You see, he's trying to cook me up. He takes a 3. Good shot by him. He games it. Man, so now I feel like we're losing a lot of games. And throughout the video, you'll see that on the 1v1 court. I'm going to be honest. This 1v1 court did not treat me right on this build. Now, I don't think this build is horrible for the 1v1 court, but I don't think it's good either. And actually, did I change my jump shot? I'm going to have to look at that again. But I think at this point, after those bricks, I changed my jump shot. Yeah, you see, I completely changed my jumper. It is not Anthony Edwards anymore. I completely forget what I changed it to. But I'll show you guys what I changed it to after this. But yeah, I changed my jumper to see if it would help, because the Anthony Edwards, it's not that it was inconsistent. That's not the problem with it. It's the fact that I'm playing the 1v1 court and it's just too slow. Like, you see how much faster this jump shot is? When it comes to catch and shoots, I loved that Anthony Edwards jump shot. I actually thought it was really smooth for catch and shoots. But when it comes to snatchbacks and quick stops and getting open on my own, like a shot like that, the Anthony Edwards was way too slow. So I had to change it up. I put this on, I think this was Allen Iverson base. I could be wrong, but I think this is Allen Iverson base. And then I'm pretty sure I was still using upper Anthony Edwards to keep him a part of the jump shot. But yeah, 15-15, you see, where's this guy going? He's just going to sit in the paint, leave me open. Was not having a good shooting game this game. He takes his 2 right here, 19-18. So do I take a 2 or do I end this guy with a 3? I'm debating it. I don't really have good dribble moves yet, so it's tough to get open. He gives me a little bit of space. I quick stop and I green the shot. Okay, so we were losing a lot of games. We just won a couple good ones, and that is my rep up to starter 1. You guys will see by the end of this video where I end in rep. The rep boost definitely came in handy. But yeah, this next game again, 18-14, he was actually respecting my jumper, so I'm getting dunks off. I actually enjoyed the 1v1 court when people weren't just letting you shoot every game. But even if they do, I'm gonna need to shoot. I need to be confident. If I lose, I lose. And these are all just 1v1 court games. You see, once again, cooking them. I think this was the most I played the 1v1 court right now, because once I got to a higher overall and I started playing people with actual 1v1 court builds, it was tough. But you see, we end that game right there again. We're just going through the motions at this point. I actually was kind of enjoying myself at this time, to be honest. See, this guy was in game chat talking crazy. I missed that shot. I couldn't believe I missed that one, because I think I was shooting really good this game too. He comes up, he takes a 3, and he greens his. This guy was talking crazy in game chat as well. You know why I actually think I like the 1v1 court at this point? Because it was losers out. And as a 74 overall, I would actually prefer losers out than winners out. Only as a 74 overall though, not as like an actual 99 overall my player. But you guys see, force up a dumb shot. That was just a really bad shot, 16-15. I should have taken my 2. I need to box him though, and keep in mind, I don't really have defense on this build. I don't want to say really have defense. I have no defense on this build, and I'm slow. You see, I boxed him for a whole possession, and he's forced to take a stupid mid. Like, even without having great defense, I'm still playing great defense. But on offense, I'm just selling, man. Like, what am I shooting? I don't know why I'm taking dumb shots like that. Once again, I wanted to show you guys kind of how a game looks on this 74 overall. I could just show you guys clips of me cooking and stuff like that, but I gotta give him credit. That was a great shot. I do that same shot on my main account. You see 1 second left. I go up for a dunk, and a shot clock violation. He claimed me that possession. I tried getting a nice late dunk. It did not work. He has me 18-16. He takes that 3 and he greens it. I can't even be mad. He made a couple of late clutch shots. Good game to him. And after that, I wanted more dunk. I'm not gonna lie. I really wanted to upgrade my dunk to an 82, because at an 82 dunk is when you get the Anthony Edwards dunk package. But I'm an idiot. I didn't even realize I already had it. I mean, I guess I did realize it, but I didn't think about it. Yeah, basic level 1000 VC, again, just from spinning the wheel. Every single night that I could spin the wheel, I would do it up until... You guys will see. I'll mention when I stopped spinning the wheel and when I took like a real break from doing the 60 to 99. But yeah, you guys see, same thing. We're sticking with this Allen Iverson jump shot, and we are trying to shoot consistent. This guy basically quit. Yeah, not even basically. He did quit the game because we were cooking him so much. If I was losing to a 74 overall and I was in the 80s, 90s, I'd probably quit too, not gonna lie. But you see, this guy is takeover. He had me 12-9. I catch him reaching, hit him with a quick stop. And this is definitely one of the more intense games in this entire video. Like, you guys will see the score. I hit a 3 there to go 15-14. It's 16-15. This guy was moving. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm not gonna hate on his play style. The only play style I really hate on this year, well, only 2 play styles I really hate on this year is the LTers, the guards that only LT, and then of course the 1v1 players that only do hop backs and crossovers. But yeah, you see the score, 20-21. I have odds this goes up to 25, so I just know I need to take my 2. As long as I get 25 points, I win. So he needs a 3 here. As long as I don't give up a 3, I think I can win. You see, I play high, I give up the 3, because all I need is a 2. As long as I score 25 points, I win, and he knows that. Look how low he's playing. So I try and take a corner 3, but it doesn't put me back enough. It gives me bad shot selection. I have like a 40-something midi, so I missed that shot. He fades in the mid with takeover, and he actually misses the shot. Okay, is he gonna let me shoot again? He is, and I've realized that. So I just run to the corner and I take a 3. Great shot. I just missed it, man. I missed the shot. 24-23. Do I have one more stop in me? He gets a post spin animation, which pushes me out of the play. That's what I get for having no defense on this build, and I lose 26-23. And then after that, well, I just went from getting post spinned for a loss to getting post spinned again. You see, this score was 8-0, and then I finally made this guy shoot a jump shot, and he bricks. Honestly, another play style I gotta hate on, post scores. I don't care how small the guards are going against is, man. If you play this game and all you do is LT people and post them up, even if they're smaller than you, I don't know. I just don't find it fun. Like, look at this guy. The only way he would score was doing stuff like this. I'm shooting 25% from 3, so I'm not having a good shooting game, and he's just posting me up. So it's like, the fact that I'm a 74 overall and I need to do all this to win. Look, I'm playing perfect defense, jumping at the perfect time. He's just getting the rebound, so it doesn't matter. That's the problem with jumping, is if you jump, they'll get the board. Look, he's just not giving up any 3s. He knows I can score at will on this guy. I can literally score every time. I'm just not going to give up any 3s. He gets that to go 20-18. I'm like, all right, he's just not giving up any 3s. I have to score and get a stop. 20-20. Can I get a stop on this post score? Look at him backing me down, doing all these crazy dribble moves. You see me trying to reach, but I got to give this guy props, man. This guy is moving. Oh my God, yeah, he's good move by him. He got me there again. What a move. He misses the shot. I get the stop. 20-20. I take the corner 3. It gives me a gather, and I green the shot. 23-20. I win the game. Only a B-. That's my thing with the 1v1 core, man. I just played an absolute sweat fest, getting posted up the entire game. I shot 10 for 15, which is pretty good. And I got rewarded with 270 VC and 1,400 my points. Yeah, the 1v1 court, man. I was playing it because it's entertaining gameplay. You guys see, it's literally just me, no excuse on my teammates. You guys get to see how I play as a 74 overall. And if it comes down to, oh, is this worth playing in terms of you're grinding for VC for 60 to 99 overall? Hell no, it's not. But I'm gonna be honest, I was going through a struggle that I'm sure a lot of you guys that are watching this video relate to. I could not find teammates. And that's a big reason why this video took so long and it's coming out all the way now in March, because I don't really have that many teammates that I can just hop on the game with and say, yo, I'm doing a 60 to 99. Can I play on your team as a 70 overall? People don't want to do that. I know you guys might think, oh, well, you're a YouTuber, you have 200,000 subscribers, you can find teammates anytime you want. Sure, I could probably do that, but let's be honest. We all want to play with our friends. We all want to have a good time, chill while playing the game. None of my friends really play 2K anymore. I have a select few. And after that beatdown on the 1v1 court right there, I just wanted to go on that little, like, not really rant, but kind of let you guys know why it took so long to do this. And, yeah, let's not talk about that. You guys see the score. We were getting absolutely blown out, and I got my, like, this was not a good decision, man. Going to this 3v3 random court. Every time I've played this, it's been the wrong decision. You see, I'm like, even after that, I'm going to play another one, and just another loss. Like, it wasn't a good idea, so I went back to the 1v1 court to just be miserable some more. You see, this was free throws. Of course, I'm a 74 overall. I didn't upgrade free throw. I'm gonna miss those, but you know, I actually beat this guy 20 to 14. He was playing me low, so I'm like, okay, let me quick stop for 3, green that, and that is that game. So I was kind of enjoying the 1v1 court, but I was also not. The thing about the 1v1 court, I mean, this is kind of every court, I guess, but it's all about your matchup. Who is it gonna match me up against? They match me up against someone like this, I could enjoy the 1v1 court and play on it all the time. They match me up against that post scorer is posting me up every play and playing me high. No, it's not going to be fun. But you see, we win that game again, 74 overall. So, not like we're losing every game, but we're not winning every game either. We're going like 50-50, which is honestly what you should do as a 74 overall. So you see, this score was 16 to 20. I was winning. He played me too high, so I get my dunk. I will say this. I was definitely very happy and relieved that basically anytime I have stamina and I go to the paint, I will dunk the ball. If I didn't go the Anthony Edwards template build, I would have had to spend VC on animations, but hey, you see, we're finally getting some favorable matchups. Like, now we're starting to win. We were going like 50-50 earlier, but this is what I was talking about with the matchups. Not only do I have an A+ this game, but I'm also just winning and I'm playing with confidence. You see, doing a little turnaround for the 3. I think I shot like 4 for 10 from 3 that game too, but yeah, it didn't matter. With an A+, look at how much more VC you get for an A+. But that's the thing, on the 1v1 court, it's so hard to get an A+. Lightning launch almost gold, but 442 VC. Still less than half you would get from a Pro-Am game, but it's good. And after that, it was time to upgrade. I could get to 75 overall. And I just wanted my 3-point higher, man. I shoot so many threes. It's really only a 3 or a dunk. A 3 or a dunk. So I need to upgrade my 3 to the highest possible. And you guys see right there, Cameron Thomas jump shot. That was my jump shot for the first 4 or 5 months of the entire year. I used Cam Thomas. So that's a jump shot I know, and a jump shot I really wanted to unlock. So of course, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put my last attributes on 3-point to get that to an 85. And then I'm going to put the last attribute on speed, and that will get me to a 75 overall. So now I have an 85-3. I'm a little bit faster, but I'm a 75 overall. By the way, if you look at the right and you see, oh, how do you have all those boosts? Is just from the wheel spins and basketball gods. Like I said, I'm showing you guys basically every game that I played and these early overalls. So I was getting a lot of VC when it comes from events, wheel spins, stuff, not VC, boosts. Boosts from the wheel spins from the basketball gods. I got like 30 or 40 from that basketball gods event. So it really helped me. VC, we had another sweat game. 12 to 9, I was losing. I take that clutch 3. This is my first game as a 75 overall. So it's pretty important. This kind of see where I am. You see 12-12. I played perfect defense, and then I don't know what my player did. I kind of ran out of the paint. But I want to show you guys this whole game because first game to 75 overall. What changed? Does this 85 3-point really make a difference? Does this Cam Thomas jump shot make a difference? You see, once again, he's just going to the paint and holding X. He's playing me too high, so I take my dunk. 16 to 16. And he posts me up. This guy wasn't even tall, and he was posting me up, man. This is what I'm talking about with the 1v1 court. Like, it's just frustrating feeling like you're playing good defense like this. And look, all he's doing is LT posting me up. I'm trying, man. I'm really trying. But with no defense, it is hard. He gets position. I'm just holding my hands up. I'm not jumping. You are never going to get me to jump. And with perfect defense, he gets the board again, goes right back to the LT, post spins me, and then misses the shot. I run right to the corner, quick stop 3, bang, in your mouth. That was a very, very satisfying win right there. You see, I had to shoot 9 for 11. My first game as a 90, or not as a 90, as a 75 overall, I shot 9 for 11. So my first game was a success. I can't complain. And we start off our second game. You guys see the score, 17-16. Another close one. I'm not going to lie. These 1v1 courts were having absolute banger matches. Like, I don't know. You see, I hit him with the little cheesy walk back. Go for a contested layup. I miss it. 19-18. I need to score here. I try doing the same thing, just trying to like cheese my way to the win. I don't get it. 19-18. I just can't give up a 3 or I lose. He takes a fading 3 and he hits it. So yeah, I lose. Great shot by him, right? Like I said, I can't even complain. That was just a really good shot. This next game, I started off down 4-0. Hit him with a little walk back and green. And if you guys see my new jump shot, it is Cameron Thomas. I'll give you guys a full jump shot right now. Cameron Thomas base, Oscar Robertson upper release 1, and Anthony Edwards upper release 2. I'm pretty sure since I had an 85 3-pointer, I was using the max amount of blending I could with Oscar Robertson, with max with Anthony Edwards. But yeah, that's the jump shot. I always have it a little bit past push. If you guys really want like my super comp jump shots, just go to my channel and look at the last jump shot video I uploaded. It's very, very informative. But you guys see 18-18. I go for the win. I don't hit it. Man, I don't hit that. Back to posting up. Back to going against these post scores. I only have a B teammate grade. I go for a 3 because I need to, and I miss it. And from there, I kind of understand. It's 20-18. He has this post-up takeover. I think that's what it is. It's going to be nearly impossible for me to stop him. And yeah, he just throws me off of him, and he wins that game. Another close one, but another loss. I said it once. I said it twice. I said it a million times. My biggest, not regret, I would say my biggest unlucky, I don't really know what the word is, but I would say the worst court for me was the 1v1 court. That's what I'll say. When I played 2s, when I played 3s, I was winning like every 3s game. You guys will see that towards the end of the video. 3s is just so easy because obviously I have 2 other high 90 overall teammates I can play with. But when it comes to the 1s and it's just me on this low overall, it's so much harder. When it comes to 2s and it's me against a high overall point guard, it's so much harder. You guys see this guy, same thing. 17-14, another close game, and I missed that wide open 3. And if you're thinking like, how is every single one of these games close? Like, how is that even possible? It's because it's losers out. That's why. So you see, I make a shot, he gets the ball back. 20-17, I take a corner 3 and I green it and I game him. He kind of choked that one, and I hate people like this, man. Just take your loss. Why are you quitting the second you lose or turning off your Xbox or PlayStation or whatever? But yeah, you see, after that, I was done with the 1v1 courts. A teammate finally got on. That was just something I was playing because nobody was on. I would always rather play 2s. And you see this game, back to normal. We're gonna run either me ISOing or pick and pop. I think at this point I was telling Stumpy like, yo, let me see if I can ISO on this build half the time, and the other half just set the screen and pop. And you see, I was playing with confidence. I was quick stopping, playing like a regular point guard. But Stumpy he doesn't have a great build at this point. You guys saw this was back in season 2. You see it on the bottom. This is season 2, and Stumpy's build isn't great rebounding wise. So I really have to hit all my shots. I missed that one. I wiped that. Stumpy clutch rebound. I'm not going to miss twice with takeover. That is green, and that is game. Okay, so my first 2s game is a 75 overall. I've also won. My win percentage is getting pretty good, and from Limitless I'm shooting, this Cameron Thomas base that I swapped to had me feeling different. You guys see the jump shots I'm shooting, the confidence that I'm shooting with. Also, now I'm thinking about it, let me see. Yeah, this was also losers out on the 2s right here. So that's why these games are all going to seem pretty close as well, because after the 1v1 core was losers out, it was either the same week or just after that. Yeah, this was also losers out. So every time we make a shot, they get the ball. Every time they make a shot, we get the ball. You see, he's wide open. He misses that. Stumpy gets the board. You guys know what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot 3s and I'm going to dunk. You're not going to see any middies from me until I get my midi higher. Right now it's super low. You see, I hit Stumpy for the pop. Clutch corner pop from him. He's deep. Another clutch shot from Stumpy to take us to 19-17. He goes for the steal. Come on, 2K. The thing was rolling on this guy's back. Stumpy gets screened, and he takes a tough shot. 20-19. Stumpy in the corner. I tell him hit me back, and I take a horrible shot. Not gonna lie. I did not think he was that close. That Cameron Thomas space had me feeling a different level of confidence, and they win the game. That was me. I sold the game-winning shot. I had a chance to win it, and I sold. Next game, though, 19-14. Stumpy wide open. Bang. We end that game quickly. They had an AI. No reason to show that. Next game, we are down 11-0. So it is not looking too hot for us right now. But 19-13, we're starting to bring it back. You see a quick stop for 3. Brick. They get the board. Stumpy gets a nice clutch steal. I go back to my favorite Dexing corner, and I green the shot. Can we come back from this game? We only need a couple stops. You see, he does a little Dirk fade in Stumpy's face, and he makes a good shot by him. I rarely see anybody do that. But you see, after that, I got the Theater weekly 3-point quest done from playing all those 1v1 courts, from playing with Stumpy. And I racked up almost 5,400 VC. And I was deciding, do I want to max out my 3-point? Do I want to put my ball handle a little higher? Do I finally want to get a little bit of defense? Do I want to be faster? I was kind of deciding, where do I want to put these attributes? And I realized, okay, I definitely want to be a little bit faster, so I want to put some on my speed. But where should I put this last VC? And if you didn't see, I didn't even put it on anywhere. I literally think I just put 2 or 3 attributes on my speed. And this next game, you see I'm taking my backdoors, 20 to 18. That didn't put us to a higher overall or anything. You see Stumpy from deep. I don't know why he shot that, but I'm like, Stumpy, get in a little bit closer and shoot again, man. You are not going to miss. And he doesn't. We gamed that one. So still a 75 overall, still having a lot of really competitive games. You see, I go up with the contested dunk. I make it. I cannot wait until you guys get to the point of the video where I start getting contact dunks, putback lobs. Like, this is literally Anthony Edwards. And I'm at, I don't want to say my worst right now because I was a 60 overall, but I am completely mid. I'm probably worse than mid right now when it comes to my full potential. Like, this build, you guys are going to see, man. I don't want to spoil it, but you guys are going to see how I play on this build, how I ISO on the 2s once I get this guy to higher overall. But yeah, you guys see these two Magic mascots. They had a 16 to 14. This was a tough game. You see Stumpy hits me back out in the corner. I'm going to shoot that with confidence. I green it, and 17-16, we take the lead. These two Magic mascots were big, man. They take the lead there, 20 to 17. It was tough. I was shooting all the shots this game. This is not one of the games where the center was leaving Stumpy open. Pretty sure they were just playing straight up defense. You see I catch the ball right here. All we need is a 2, but they leave Stumpy open. Finally, he bricks the shot. All good. We got another stop in us. Isn't that right, Stumpy? This guy backs up to the corner. He's just leaving him wide open. He goes to post him up. No. I'm a 75 overall, but I got defense. You are not gaming it in... Okay, you're gaming it in my face. Honestly, I really didn't understand how much perimeter defense mattered when it came to contest until getting on this player and doing this challenge. But you guys see, after that, all I needed to do was literally these quests was just to head to places and just to unlock them. You see, head to the arena, head to the Pro-Am, head to the rec. All you have to do is literally walk there and it rewards you with 2 different 500 VC quests. And after doing that, I went to go check my VC and I had 4,400. So I was thinking, what do I upgrade next? Should I just max out my 3 to an 87? Do I want driving dunk? Do I want ball handle? You see, I was about to buy ball handle. I'm like, wait, do I want to be a little faster? Do I want my 3-point to an 87? Like, what do I really want to upgrade? Do I want driving dunk? But then I'm like, wait, I have to literally buy animation. So this is kind of pointless, even though it is really, really cheap. So what I ended up going with is my ball handle, what I showed you guys in the beginning. I just want a better ball handle and I want to get the better dribble moves. So I go with that, and that officially gets us to a 76 overall. And this right here is our first game of the 76 overall. You see I'm playing with my boy MJ, and this is before he figured out stick shooting. My boy does not miss with stick shooting, but this was before that. You see, once again, this is still losers out. We end the game right there. Still a 76 overall, but my first game of the 76 overall, I will take the win. And this is where I'll be giving you guys a code word for the second VC giveaway of the video. Like I said, every 500 likes that this video receives will be a new VC code giveaway. I will like your comment. I will reply to it letting you know you won, so you guys know that this isn't fake. So the second code word is Quil Edwards. You see it on the screen, Quil Edwards. Comment that and you will be entered into the giveaway. Like I said, every 500 likes will be a VC code giveaway, so make sure you like the video. Now, 76 overall, let's get back into it. You see, we are in a close game, 15-15. I'm trying to play defense by any means possible, and I like showing you guys defense on this build early like this because I don't have any builds that have like no defense, which I have right now, so it was tough. You see, MJ hits that super clutch 3. They blow by him. They get a dunk, 19-18. Okay. So one of us needs to game it. You're going to leave my boy MJ wide open at the top of the key? That is a mistake. That's green. So we win another game at the 76 overall. And you guys are going to see a lot of these clips is just going to be MJ shooting because nothing has changed in the last, 20 minutes since I showed you guys my last 2's gameplay where centers sit in the paint. We end another game. You see another game I have takeover and another game where I'm quick stopping. One thing you guys are going to notice in the top right, obviously, is I'm not shooting great every game. Like this game, I was shooting 40% from 3. I think I was 2 for 5. So yeah, not every game is going to be great, but 76 overall, not all my hot spots. You know, it is what it is. You see MJ sets a screen there. I tell him pop to the right. He does that. He takes a nice little peek and he greens that one. So once again, man, all these games are pretty much coming down to the wire. This game is 17-18. We are losing. MJ hits a nice screen there. I take a quick stop, but I miss wide open. I go for a bad reach and they game us. That's just on me. I missed the shot and then I gambled with a reach with literally 29 steal. I don't know why. But after all that, I had 7,700 VC. So after that, I went to see, okay, what am I going to upgrade? And I'm looking at the dribble moves that I unlock once I upgrade my ball handle to an 84 and an 85. And I'm debating, do I want to get this all the way to an 86 or do I even unlock anything at that point? So I think I'm going to leave it in an 84. That's a sweet spot to be able to get good animations that I'm still going to be able to buy and cook with. And then after that, I'm just deciding, where do I want to put the rest of my VC? And I did want to have a higher driving dunk. I really wanted to have an 89 driving dunk and get contacts. But of course, the contact dunks cost like 2,500, 3K VC. And at this point, I can't afford to waste VC on stuff like that. So I'm just going through my attributes, deciding, what am I going to upgrade? Like, I actually have no idea. You see, I'm going through my speed, going through my agility, trying to decide, what the hell am I going to upgrade? I pretty much already got my ball handle. That's an 84. But should I do speed? Should I do agility next? And after that, I decided to put my agility pretty much even with my speed so that I can notice me being a little bit faster. And that's where I upgrade it. And that is where we finally get to a 77 overall. So now we're a 77, and these are what our attributes look like. They're starting to get there. 80 dunk, 85 ball handle, 85 3, 80 something speed with ball. And this is when I buy one of my favorite moves, the Luka Doncic step back. You guys are going to see me absolutely spam this move throughout this video, a move that I use a lot. And then I also have the Drew Holiday breakdown combo, which is something that I was using in the beginning, but not really towards the end. But one more time, I want to update you guys what my attributes look like. So from here, it would be really nice. Like, I know I just explained it, but it would be really nice to get contact dunks. But man, I hate how much VC the contact dunks cost. It really makes doing a challenge like this with a player like Anthony Edwards that much harder. But you see, at a 77 overall, we walked right back into the theater, me and MJ, and we got right back down to business. He's on a stretch or a popper, and I'm on my Anthony Edwards build, of course. Little pick and pops. Towards the end of the video, he's my main twos partner, and you guys are gonna see me actually ISOing in like the 90 overalls and how good I am at ISOing on this Anthony Edwards build once I really figure it out. But we lost that game. We come right back. We win this next game. You see, I'm actually getting good teammate grades in these games too. That game, I think I ended with a high A or an A+. So good teammate grades are super important. I don't talk about it a lot, but good teammate grades are literally just as, if not more important than actually winning the game. So MJ got off. I ended up picking up Stumpy. I mean, you guys can see the difference between their builds. Stumpy is like a, I don't really know what his build is, like a rebounding wing. It's like a shooting lockdown. So he doesn't really get brick wall. He doesn't really get rebounds. It's a weird lineup, but it's something that I wanted to make work. You guys see they had us 19-16 here. So all we need to do is score the ball. 19-18 after I take that dunk. We cannot let them score at all. A 3 or a 2 lose the game. This guy takes a crazy fade in Stumpy's face. I don't know what he was thinking. I hit Stumpy wide open at the 3. Not wide open, actually contested. He hits me back wide open. Once again, not open, a little bit contested. And I just take a dumb shot. But thank God this guy dove on the ball out of bounds. And then I pass to Stumpy, he passes back to me, and I don't know what it was. It was something with this sharp takeover that was like in my head, thinking I was like a 99 overall pure sharp. I took back-to-back bad shots and completely sold that game. That game is on me. But you see, still a 77 overall, still doing the same old Stumpy kicking out to me. I'm hitting threes, I'm dunking, another A+. Keep racking up this 400 VC. The easiest way to think about it is if you look at the top right, and we win the game, and you see I have an A+, think around 420 VC. If I have an A, think around 400, an A-, 380. Think about every teammate grade to be plus 20 to 25 VC. That's the easiest way to look at it. But yeah, you see, we're just ending games. Pretty easy. Twos court is extremely volatile. It just depends on your matchups. And tonight, we were getting pretty lucky with our skill-based matchmaking. But towards the end of the video, that's why I stopped playing theater. You guys are going to see towards the end, I pretty much go to park, and I still play theater sometimes, you'll see. But it's really just skill-based matchmaking. You know, I get purple tier, I get to be in the 90s. and all I'm doing is going against 99 veterans and these super high reps, and I even play legends in this video. Like, that's how crazy it is. I'm playing legends on a 60 to 99 overall. You guys will see, but you see, I take the dunk right there, 20 to 20 to win that game. Another close game. We were having so many close games. This time, we were losing 11 to 3. I quick stop for the 3. I green it. But after that, they get the ball back, and this guard was cooked, and, you know, I'm not even gonna hate. He cooked us. We lost 21 to 11, but we keep on pushing. Of course, the only thing we can do is keep on playing and get closer to that 99 overall. I do go to Pro-Am pretty soon, so don't worry about that, because I understand that I'm kind of making the grind longer for myself right now by playing this, but 3v3 Pro-Am comes soon, and it gets really good. Not my first session. My first session of 3v3 Pro-Am, you guys will see, was, well, you guys will see when we get there. But after that, 3v3 Pro-Am was a breeze, and it made 3 super easy. But you see this game, we're just playing like a normal guard. You see we have 16 points shooting good. Stumpy gets a nice little cut, 20 to 16. But they somehow get the ball back, and you see the center misses, but they get the rebound. This guy was actually cooking Stumpy. That was a nice move now that I'm watching back. That was a nice behind the back move, but we're still up 3. As long as we score here, we win the game. All we got to do is score. So I tell Stumpy, give me the back door. He passed it a second too early, but I tell him cut. My guy's just sitting in the paint. I take the shot. I brick. Stumpy gets wormed. So we go from a game that is like feels impossible to lose to we're 1 jump shot away from losing. Their center is smart. He knows that, okay, this is 77 overall. Let me take the dunk. 21 to 20. I need a 3-pointer or we lose. I see I have a little bit of space. I wasn't ready to pull that. I tell Stumpy, Stumpy, go to the right, wide open. He doesn't take the shot, but that's fine. I'm deep. It's just I wanted a 3 so bad right here. Be like, look at us passing back and forth. We could not get one. At this point, I had no adrenaline. I was not going to hit the shot. So I tell Stumpy, Stumpy, just cut. We need anything we can get. He misses, but that gives us a second chance. The center reaches out the play, and I green the shot. I had to put that entire possession in there because to show you guys, when you're on these low overalls, you're struggling sometimes to score, especially for these clutch buckets when the other team is completely locked in. We had a good game there, and after that, we decided to check on our VC. And even though we only have 3,700 VC, the greatest event in 2K history in terms of no money spent players came out. As you guys can see, this was the Halloween event. Yes, this was that long ago. This was the Halloween event. You see, I wasn't getting anything at first boost, but I knew VC would eventually come. Obviously, I'm looking for the trick or treat spots, trying to hit every single one. And finally, 2,500 VC just for walking up to an orange dot and clicking A. That is like almost 10. That's probably 10 park games right there. Another 500 VC. So keep in mind, before I did this trick-or-treating, I had 3,700 VC in my pocket. And this is when the VC really starts coming in. As you guys can see, 2,500 VC, 500 VC, 500 VC, another 1,500 VC. And this is where we really start to just get a lot of boost. You see, we get Gatorade, we get boost, we get VC, we get some t-shirts. That's what this trick-or-treat event was. It was like, I don't know how many spots, anywhere between 20 and 30 spots around the city. And obviously every time I was hoping I would get VC, but I knew the rewards were already like decided, right? Like they put a certain amount of VC for each person. And I was thinking it would be anywhere between 15 and 25,000. And the reason I'm showing you guys this for so long is because of how clutch it was. Like, look at how many spots this is. Like, this trick-or-treat event just coming out on Halloween is literally like grinding for tens of hours. You guys might not believe that. Maybe not tens of hours, like 5 to 6 hours. Like this 20,000 VC, all of these boosts. I'm showing you guys everything I got after. Look at how many boosts I have now just from doing the trick or treat. And you see the VC added up. We had around 3K before. Now we have 20K. So I think we started with a little bit more than 3K and we ended with 20. So that was like 17,000 VC. And from there, I mean, that's a lot of VC we get to upgrade with. So I was curious, what do I get to go from a 77 overall here? What can I get with this 20K VC? And I'm looking like, is it worth getting my ball handle to an 85? Do I want to put my 3-point a little bit higher? See, I get gold lightning launch, getting my speed with ball to an 86, put my ball handle to an 85. I want to be a little bit faster. And so far, I'm at 79 overall. I'm showing you guys all the animations that I unlock while doing this. And eventually I'm just like, you know what? This is it. 79 overall. Max out our 3-point, max out our speed with ball. Let's get an 80 speed and let's get an 85 ball handle. So all my important stats are pretty good. And I saved a little bit of VC left over so that I could buy the some dribble moves, so I could get the Devin Booker escape move and stuff like that. And you see, not only that, but we finally change our clothing. We are no longer in that white shirt. We are in an animated Halloween shirt, which honestly, I don't really rock for long. But you guys see, this is when I was just going off. Another 1v1 court score that is super close, 20-19. I go for a reverse dunk, forgetting that, of course, I don't have any of those animations, but I green it. And 274 VC for a 1v1 court game isn't bad, but like I said, man, it's just not worth it compared to 3v3 Pro-Am. You see, I get him right there with a nice layup, no stamina, so of course the game is not going to let me dunk. But yeah, I like the 1v1 court when I'm playing against people like this. Obviously, it's going to sound, you don't want to play comp. Well, of course I don't. I'm a 79 overall. Of course I don't want to play comp. This guy was, once again, this was losers out, so that's why every time I miss or he misses, we give up the ball, or we score, we give up the ball. But see, he was cooking me. He scored again, and then after that, the race of the week. Season 2, week 3, another 2,500 VC in my pocket, and that is when we decide to upgrade. And this is when I was like, 89 driving dunk is when you get silver posterizer, I'm pretty sure. So that's what I want to get. I want to get 89 driving dunk, and I want to get silver posterizer, but I realized I can't even get, like, after I upgraded this, looking back on it, I don't have the vertical for silver posterizer, and all I have is Anthony Edwards dunk packages. So that upgrade was really not worth it. I mean, maybe it'll give me more dunk animations when I'm out of stamina, right? Like, it'll give me more animations. Instead of giving me layups, I'll get more dunks. But it was a waste of an upgrade. And this game, you see in the top right, I am not shooting good at all. 36%, but we're going to end it with that shot in his face. And you see we get 406 VC. And after this is when I finally decided to go play Pro-Am. And look, I want you guys to take these Pro-Am games I'm about to show you and get them out of your head, because these were horrible runs. You see, we played our first game, we lost. We played our second game, we lost. No offense to my boy Kai, ex-2K League point guard, amazing player. He was not playing the game that often, and he stopped playing completely like a couple weeks after this. We just weren't having great games. We were losing, but look, even when we lose a game, I'm getting 558 VC. So I'm getting more VC in games that we lose in Pro-Am than games that I play absolutely perfect in Park. You see, finally, we're kind of having a good game. By the way, don't worry. All the jerseys, the court, everything I'm going to make look like the T-Wolves. This is kind of like a thrown together thing right here. Not going to lie. This was when I was like debating on stopping it, but I really got the motivation to keep playing. See, at this point, I was like, yo, Kai, you get in the corner and you let me run point guard. And that's kind of what we were doing this game. You see, I have 11 points. But even then, it's still a close game. Like, none of these 3v3 Pro-Am games are easy, which you guys will see the difference towards the end once I actually make my real Pro-Am team. But yeah, once again, I'm telling Kai, like, Kai, let me get the ball, bro. Let me cook. I call for him to go backdoor. He hits me backdoor. I mean, we need to score by any means necessary. Like, this is one of those games, like, bro, we just lost 2-3 games in a row. We need to get a win. He goes to the paint, does not have it, hits Stumpy for the pop. He doesn't have it. He hits me in the corner, and I gotta be the one to game it. So even though I played a great game, scoring a lot of points in that super close game, look, 5 for 6, I get player of the game. I didn't get that great of a teammate grade, but still, player of the game, winning a Pro-Am game, 782 VC. So this really opened my eyes. Like, that's a lot of VC you can make. And then after that, one win. Look at Kai, another tough game from my boy, 1 for 7. He ended up quitting after that, but still, another 560 VC. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, after that, I was really debating on, like, giving up on this challenge. I'm not going to lie. After those Pro-Am runs, I was debating on giving up. By the way, you see I put my stuff to 78 here so I get better dunks. And you guys might think, like, oh, why would you try and give up on this? And I'm going to be honest with you. It was a teammate problem. I would sit here and I would play the 1v1 court all the time, but it's just not worth it in terms of the time I have played, my mental going against tryhards on a bad build, and like just not getting enough VC, because 3v3 Pro, I can get 1,000 VC if I win. I can win a 1v1 court game, and I can get, what, 200 VC for it, so it just is not worth it in the end. You're spending more time going through more things for a worse result. But after that, the Sunset Beach event came out, and just like the Old Town event earlier, I need to play this. Why do I need to play this? Because just playing one game in Sunset rewards you with 5,000 VC. And you see we start off our first game by winning. And on the right, you see 5,000 VC is done. I told Stumpy, yo, same thing. We're just gonna, let's play till we lose. Let's see if we can streak in Sunset. But if you guys know anything about these old parks, yeah, you're gonna get some games against some like rookies, not great players, because everybody's in these new parks. They're super lit, or not these new parks, these old parks. They're super lit. This is what everybody plays. So I love it. Like I said, this is when I play the most 2K. Like, look at me. I wanted to show you this. Like, look at how I'm moving right now. It was so hard to move on this player sometimes, especially after taking like a few days off. But yeah, we try fighting our way back in this game. You guys see the score 10-3. Stumpy gets him in like a little push animation. He got stuck on him. I green that shot. 10-5. I go up with the contested layup and I make that. By the way, obviously this build has a 95 driving layup. If you guys remember, you'll see the difference in my layups once I max that out. But I try to pass out of Stumpy because it's too Stumpy because the center helps. And I just don't have the pass accuracy. That's the problem with being a low overall. He drives past me and they win the game. Not a great game by me. Somebody played good. I didn't play that good. Only 254 VC. And after that is, like I said, when I really was like, okay, I'm gonna stop playing this. And I took a long break, like a long break, a couple months. So you guys are gonna see here just a compilation of wheel spins. And no, I was not getting on every day and spinning the wheel. I got on for like a week, maybe week and a half after that and kept spinning the wheel. Like you see, this is season 2, week 5, and I kept doing these because I'm like, you know, just in case I come back to this, I want to have VC like this. Like, look, this is all the way to Christmas. We went from Halloween to Christmas in the matter of minutes because I really took a break. But you see at the top, for Christmas, I had to come to this tree because I knew I had the potential to get something like that. 10,000 VC, and it motivated me a little bit to come back, but not enough. You see, just coming back every now and then doing these quests, and I have 27.6 thousand VC right now after my break. I took a couple months off and I'm at 27.6k, and then I go do this. Now you see we are in season 4, week 5. So at the end of the season, this is when I decided to grind this player again. This is when I got really into the grind, and I had 30k VC. So I said, you know what? I just got a lot of VC for free. It's time to upgrade. I don't care that it costs VC because I kind of earned it. I don't want to say unlegit because it's no money spent, no MyCareer. I'm still doing it legit. But I definitely spun a lot of wheels. I did the trick or treat. I did a lot of that stuff. I took a break. Let me buy his jersey. Let me get his full outfit, which I think in total, yeah, costs 7,000 VC. So yeah, it makes the challenge a little longer, but it makes me look more like Anthony Edwards, which is definitely worth it. And then after that, I'm like, let me get his shoes as well. But, you know, I'm down to spend 7,000 VC for a jersey and shorts, but I am not down to spend 9,000 VC on shoes. So after that, I still had 23,000 after spending the VC. So I went from an 80 overall all the way to an 83 overall. You see, I skipped 3 overalls from farming spin the wheels, the racetracks, and of course the Christmas tree in the middle. Those 3 things, and then those games at the end of my last gameplay got me up to that. And I decided to buy some contact dunks at this point too, the small contact dunks off 1. I kept 2,700 VC left over, and I bought the small contact dunks off 1. And at this point, I was just praying that unlocking this dunk package would at least allow me to get some contact dunks. And at this point, I hit up my boy Ankles. Like I said, this was months later. I'll give you guys the exact timeline. So I ended up starting this all the way in September, like 5 games after the game release, and I was planning on releasing parts, as you guys see, episode 1, episode 2, episode 3. They're on my channel. But after episode 3, I already explained to you guys, I played that I played Pro-Am. I started to look for other teammates, like, yo, does anybody want to help me with this challenge? And I couldn't. So there's a few factors on why I stopped this challenge that I'm going to talk about right now. 1, I just had stuff going on that I couldn't be on the game as much. 2, when I did get on the game, I didn't really hop on 2K. I took like a month and a half to 2 months break from the game where I would barely play this year. I'm back fully now, obviously, now that you see I finished this challenge. But yeah, I took like a little bit of time off, and then something I've already explained, the teammate problem. I just don't have teammates. It's that simple. I don't have, a lot of my friends from so long ago don't really play. I took a couple years off the game, right? Like I haven't been as consistent as I want to be. So that just makes it so I don't have a lot of teammates that play the game anymore. A lot of people moved on. Of course, that's just a part of life. So I had to find new teammates. For example, right here, my boy Ankles This is who I'm playing with, and he's one of the people I met this year. Super cool. One of the new teammates that I had to meet and play with that I met through Nade, one of my boys. So that's the thing. Earlier, you guys saw me playing with straight OGs. Kai, MJ, Rose, Stumpy. Those are all my friends that I've known for years. But I've realized if I want to finish this challenge, which at this point, this is in February now. This is when I started playing again. So I went from September to doing starting it, to doing my parts, to the Halloween, which you guys just saw, to the Christmas event, to now this gameplay, which takes place in February. So I did go like 2 months without spinning the wheel. Like after the Christmas tree stuff, I literally didn't spin the wheel for like a month and a half until I started getting this gameplay again and getting on the build, because I feel like that would be really unfair, just to get on, spin the wheel, get VC, get on, spin the wheel, get VC. Like, it's good to do moderately, but not the entire time. But you guys see, we're just playing our game. I keep trying to make these pass outs of dunks, but my pass accuracy just is not high enough. You guys will see I make my pass accuracy a priority after this, but this was quick game to 2s as well, by the way. So all of these games are just 1st to 11. So they were fast. That was another reason why I was like, you know what? This is a perfect time to get back into it, because even though we might get bad teammate grades, it's 1st to 11. And me and Ankles started off really bad. I'm not going to lie. So he's a really good player. I like to consider myself a good player. We started off really, really bad in this 1st to 11. Now, I'm of the mindset that when it's 1st to 11, anybody can win, because you only need 4 buckets if you take 3 threes and a 2, right? Anybody can win. So you would think that would help us, but in my opinion, that hurt us more than it helped. You see, we get gamed again. I mean, we are just losing game after game, game after game. Look, another one, another loss. Like, these losses were racking up, but you know what? We were not really getting discouraged. We were like, you know, it's annoying. Of course, we keep losing. It's not that fun, but it's 1st to 11. If it was 1st to 21 and we kept losing all these games, maybe we would feel some type of way. Maybe we would feel different, but since it's 1st to 11, we kind of have it in our head like these aren't legit wins, and they just keep racking up, or legit losses. Like I said, they rack up. Like, we're losing over and over and over again. Me putting on this Anthony Edwards jersey, I guess, did not treat me too right, to be honest. In the beginning, at least. Like I said, you guys will really, really see how good this build is once I buy the alley-oop and contact dunk animations, which I'm not going to spoil when it is. It's pretty soon, within the next 10 overalls, within the next like 6 or 7 overalls, I think. I bought them, and that's when you guys will see me putting people on the ground, getting contact dunks, catching a lot of lobs, and my playstyle just gets better, because I started to really grind this out for the last couple weeks, like for 2 weeks at this point. So I had to kind of like relearn how to play on a low overall like this. I mean, I'm not that low, I'm an 83, but you got to think, if I'm an 83 overall and I'm matching up against all 99s, it's hard. And this guy, like, I don't know, man, maybe this dude just had the absolute game of his life, but he was not missing. This guy literally just was not missing. So shout out to him. I guess 4 for 5. We didn't have a great offensive game. You guys are just seeing it. Loss after loss after loss. This is probably my worst stretch of games right here when I'm an 83 overall. When I honestly, you see, I'm getting decent contact dunks. I wasn't even playing that bad. I'm telling you guys, it was the 1st to 11 thing. Ankles hits me wide open. You guys know I'm always going to shoot with confidence, especially on this build. And I will say, that's one thing about Anthony Edwards. If you guys have been watching the NBA this season, he's gotten to be a very, very consistent three-point shooter. So I think they need to upgrade his 3 from an 87. I would think he's probably one of the better three-point shooters in the league right now. I would put his 3 at like a 90. And I already said at the beginning, if I would change this build, obviously in real life, Anthony Edwards is super explosive. Obviously, he has a very, very high driving layup, right? Like, if you made a LeBron build, he would have like a 98 driving layup. One of the best finishers in the league. Anthony Edwards, super high flying finisher. He gets a lot of contested and contact layups in real life. But when it comes to 2K, a 95 driving layup is just kind of a wasted attribute. Like, you guys are going to see when I decide to upgrade my driving layup and the difference it makes in the build. I don't want to spoil too much, but it does make a slight difference in the build, but not enough where I'm like, you know, this is something that I would make a build with. But you see, we're back to playing the L tiers. Look at these guys. We actually had the game 9. We were beating these guys. We had them like 9-3 or something. And then they got the ball. They started LTing us, and we lost another game. And then next game, Guy starts off by just cooking me for 3, man. If you guys have seen, like, look, this guy's taking contested shots. I'm back up at the top of the key, but if you guys are seeing it, like, I finally tempo shoot. That's one thing I want to talk about too, is I don't really shoot with the analog stick. I don't enjoy it. Like, I've played 2K for 10 years. I've shot with X for 10 years, and it's not going to change now, but take a look at this possession. We are on game point. This guy bumps me and then jumps, and it pushes me into the center's leg, makes me drop the ball. The center clicks X to go for a steal and gets an easy putback. They get another point, and now we are 1 possession away from losing. You see, he goes up with a dumb layup, ankles jumps, so he doesn't get it. The center misses an open layup. 9-9. I have the ball for the game, but they leave ankles open. That pushes him super deep. He tries hitting me back. Super slow pass. The guard steals it, and the center wins the game. Now, all of our other losses were like blowouts. What can you do? That game, like, damn, I'm not gonna lie, I remember that game vividly. That one hurt to lose, but it's okay, because I think after that we started to go on a pretty decent run. I think I just showed you like 10 games or something. I think we lost like 7 of them. We went like 3-7 or something. We were not having very good luck, but this is where it starts to turn around. This is where me and Ankles really start to go on a streak. I think we kind of figured out how we played, and we were getting a lot less fluky stuff that was happening. The RNG was more on our side. See, he would hit me, and even if I don't green that shot, he has the rebound. So we're building chemistry as we're playing. We're beating these higher overalls. You see, I only get a B+ that game, but it's 322 VC. So even though I'm not finishing with high teammate grades, because these games are all 1st to 11, we're getting VC quickly. So even though I'm not getting an A+ and 420 VC, as you see, these dunks, they're starting to get better. But even though I'm not getting 420 VC, since it's 1st to 11 and the games are ending in about half the time, it's still worth it. You see, I get a B+, he gets a B-. And in the next game, we're start off down 7-0. That's the thing about this 1st to 11. The other team gets the ball, they score 2 buckets, they're already halfway to winning the game, and you have a lot of ground to make up. So you see, we're down 7-6. I hit Ankles on the pop. He greens that one. We are now 1 shot away from winning the game. I tell him to slip, throw a perfectly timed pass. I'm surprised it was that much of a laser with my low pass accuracy, and we win the game. You see, we went 4 for 6 as a team, and we won the game. You do not need to take a lot of jump shots in this mode to win, because it's only 11 points. In this game, you guys are going to see me catch the ball and shoot, because this is an AI player. So I wanted to show you this. Whenever you have an AI, this is how you beat them. You just tell your center, I'm just going to run, I'm going to catch it, and I'm going to shoot. And you'll hit some, you'll miss some, but they will be open shots regardless. You see, this is when I'm kind of getting my Kyle Lowry slide down. I'm making contested layups. We're kind of figuring out the game now. I'm getting a lot more comfortable on this build. This is when I really start to notice a difference. Like, okay, you know what? Even though it was 1st to 11, I hadn't played on this build in a while. I had to get used to him again. I'm used to playing on shooting builds, on dribbling builds. This is not that. This is a build you need to play smart with, especially at a low overall like this. So of course, we're still going to lose games, right? We're not perfect. I'm still only an 83 overall. We're still going to lose games. But we went on a pretty good run. Like I said, you guys see, he is starting to pop out a lot cleaner. I'm starting to know when to hit him. It's just chemistry is being built. I go up with that absolutely horrendous take at 8-0. You guys see, I was trying to get a contact dunk. I was trying to get posters for you guys. And this center had one of the quickest and ugliest jump shots I've ever seen. 8-5 for the win. Ankles misses, but I'm getting the offensive rebound. That's because of my long wingspan. Even though I had the drive, I kick out to Ankles for 3 again, and he finally games it. So like I said, man, chemistry is being built, and we are starting to actually win these games. And we played a lot of 2s games. I'm talking about, like, I don't know, 30 to 40 2s games. Like, we were grinding this ass. I'm like, yo, will you hop on? And we grind. See, we get 12-0 there, and that's when we decided to call it. And I'm like, let me see how much VC I got. And look, not only did I get a lot of VC from playing, but I completed those 2 quests, which gave me a total of 5,000 VC. And at this point, I needed to upgrade my steal. I was sick and tired of being in lanes and pressing X at the perfect time and me not being able to get any steal. So I got it to a 60, so I at least get bronze interceptor. And then I wanted to be faster. It's that simple. Speed, agility is very important this year, especially for not only off-ball dexing, but for defense. So I wanted to be faster. So I go at 82 speed, 83 agility, and a 60 steal. And upgrading these 3 attributes does get me to an 84 overall. And even looking at my attributes now, I cannot believe I went 93 driving, dunk, and this high of a vert when I didn't even have any dunk packages, but you live and you learn, I guess. I will not be doing that next year if I do this challenge, but after I upgrade to 84, you already knew me and Ankles were hopping right back into the 2v2 theater. And it was business as usual, right? Like, you guys know, at the beginning of our runs, we were losing a lot of games, but towards the end, we started winning. And I think the winning trend started to continue, right? Like I said before, we just needed to get our chemistry down. And now, I feel like it's the perfect chance to give you guys the third code word. And the code word will be gold medal. You see it on the screen, gold medal. Why am I making it that? Because that's what Anthony Edwards just won this summer. The gold medal in Paris. It was really, really fun to watch. Probably the most excited I've been watching basketball since the Cavs 3-1 comeback in 2016. That Team USA, not even the team, but the games that they played were absolutely insane. Those last two games were Serbia and France. But you see, back to the gameplay. We're winning this game 8-7. We started off bad, but like I told you guys, man, we were getting in the rhythm, getting our chemistry up. Told Ankles to hit another slip, perfectly timed quick slip, but he missed it. They bump him, and they get another lucky steal. Like, that's what I'm talking about with just the flukes. And sometimes when you're playing 2K, you're not only playing against the other team, but you're also playing against the game. But Ankles gets one hell of a steal, hits me for 3, bang, that's game. They got a steal, we got a steal, and we win the game. You see, next game, center sat paint the whole time, so Ankles will kill them, and we win that game. We just keep ending games very, very quickly at this point. You see, I'm just showing you guys the end because they were very easy. I don't like to show you guys games, like full games, where you guys just see me just go off, shoot a bunch of wide open shots. I know you guys want to see close games, intense games, and then obviously my highlights. You see another 11-0 game there. And then, well, we got destroyed. We go from winning 11-0 to losing 12-0. I don't even know if we got the ball that game, but the next game, I hit Ankles, he ends this. So we are just racking up game after game. And in each game, you guys are going to see I have a decent teammate grade, but good stats. And this right here is another one of those games. You see, we start off down 8-0. We started off down 8-0. And let's see if we can make a run. I'm going to be honest. This was just one of those games that 2K is letting us hit our shots. You see, I green my first one. He hits his second one. And just like that, it's 8-6. I hit him for the midi pop. He greens that. At this point, we're one basket away from winning the game. I hit Ankles wide open for 3. Oh, man. And there goes the 2K RNG. I thought he was going to shoot that and end the game. Ankles jumps. They get the dunk. It's 10-8. But I know we still have another stop in us. Ankles leaves him open. He gets a very early moonshot. Hits me at the top of the key. And I green it. This 87-3 is coming in clutch. And you see their center just stopped playing. Like, I don't know if he was mad, what happened, if he was dashboarding. But he stopped playing, so we'll take that free win. 8-0 comeback, we win that game. You see, we go into the next one. Kyle Lowry move. Quick 3. That's game. And I think we play one more game here. I think we lose this one. Like, these guys were destroying us. You see, this one started off 5-0. We finally get a stop, and they get another lucky steal. I go for a bad reach. He gets a 3. And then from there, we finally get the ball one more time. So last game, we started off 8-0. This game, we're starting off 8-0. Is there any way that we can come back twice in a row? I hit Ankles for the midi pop. That's a tough one, man. That was a tough shot. He missed that. You see, they go back to the LT. He gets that little corner shot, but he misses it. He misses wide open off the LT. We have one more chance. I tell Ankles, be confident, man. I don't care that you missed your last shot. Shoot with confidence. He misses, but I get another board, and he's not going to miss 3 in a row. That's one thing about this game. If a center misses twice in a row, they should hit the third shot because of RNG. I come down, I hit that shot. He's a little too deep here, but I tell him, yo, Ankles, I'm going to game this. And I just, oh, man. Another game. Another game that I sold. Another bad shot. He hits his guard. He greens that one. I would have had him wide open in the corner if I waited. And yeah, we could not get off on a loss, so I at least wanted us to win one more game so we could get off on a high note. You see this game right here, I had the 3, but I passed Ankles wide open for the midi. He greens that. Another win in the books. And after that is when we took our break. You see, I get 1000 VC from the wheel, and I go to my predictions where I got 3 right, and I get 300 VC. And after that, it's time to upgrade. Okay, it looks like we now have enough to get to an 85 overall. And from here, it was 3 things. My mid-range, my pass accuracy, and my speed and agility. Those are the things that I need to upgrade next. I decided my midi here because on twos, just being able to shoot middies wide open is super, super important. And then finally, the old flyers came out again. This is the aircraft carrier. This is the one that just came out. And this is how recently I finished and grinded this. If you guys are watching this video, this came out anywhere from 2.5 to 3 weeks ago. And I was only, what, 85 at this point? So I told you guys, I got on the game, I picked up teammates, and I started grinding. Like, I literally hopped on this and played with a random because I knew I wasn't going to play. So I hopped on, played with a random. We took our loss to 2 high veterans, but I just did it for the 5,000 VC. I didn't care about winning that game. I wanted the 5,000 VC, and then I went back to the track to do a quick 2,500 VC quest. You see, Season 4, Week 6. Now we're on Season 5, Week 1. So it's not like I'm skipping anything. We went from the Flyers to the Season 4 Week 6 track to the Season 5 Week 1 track, and then we go to the 1v1 court. And you guys see now my skill-based matchmaking is putting me against veterans. And on the 1v1 court, you guys are going to see 2 things a lot at this point: snatchbacks and crossovers. And I had a lot of false confidence after upgrading my player. Like, once I hit this overall, I was really confident. You see the score. I was getting my ass kicked. 20-2, but I'm gonna fight. I'm going to fight, or I'm gonna try and fight at least. You see, this guy's literally leaving me open, holding B. You know what he was saying in game chat? The RNG is gonna hit you. You're gonna miss eventually. Just keep shooting. I swear, that's what he was saying, and he was right. I kept missing, and then he games me right here. You see, I had a really, really bad game, and he hits that crazy contested layup. I don't know how many times this video I've said it, man, but I hate the ones court. And after that game, I was like, all right, I need perimeter defense. Like, I literally need perimeter defense if I want to play the ones court. So that's what I do. I get my perimeter defense from super, super low to at least a 66. So it's serviceable, right? I have speed, I have agility, I have steal, and now I have some defense. And this isn't losers out, so, you know, you score, you're going to keep the ball. I think this was just literally 1v1 city game, so no special rule. And you guys see me, I had to become one of those people, man. I had to become part of the meta. Crossover, snatchback, doing stuff like that. In games like this, you'd be like, that looks pretty easy. The 1v1 court looks easy. Of course, I get 400 VC, so a decent amount. But the 1v1 court is only easy until you play somebody like this. You would think, oh, he's a silver tier, is not that good. It's about his perimeter defense. Number one, this guy just didn't miss. I'll bring up the scoreboard. Like, look at that. He didn't miss. But anybody with over a 90 perimeter defense, it is so hard to score on them with this build. And let me explain why. Now, 6'4" guards and below are the meta this year. 6'4" guards and below are the meta this year. But they're the meta because they get the best dribble moves. But you don't unlock all those dribble moves unless you have a 90 or 92 or 95 ball handle. Those are the 3 numbers that get you those really good dribble moves. Now, this build is 6'4". I have a damn near max wingspan, but also, as you see, I mean, I'm really getting the hang of this. I'm starting to really dribble. But I don't have all the dribble moves. So I'm 6'4" with slow dribble moves, right? If I was 6'6" with this ball handle, I would be able to get the fast 6'6" dribble moves and make it work. But I'm 6'4", so really the only good moves that I get is the Luka or Zach LaVine snatchback, the Luka crossover or the De'Aaron Fox crossover, which I don't even know if I get that because I use Luka this whole time, and the Darius Garland dribble style, but that is speed with ball, not ball handle. But I mean, you guys see, we're starting to cook up, right? Like, when we're not playing those people with 90 plus defense, we're cooking. Like, I'm not acting like these people I'm beating are the best players in the world, but look, once they start playing you super high like this, it's hard to score on them. And you would say, oh, you just ran by him right there. That's because this guy didn't have high defense. Once his people have these 90 plus defense, like this dude right here, this guy didn't have defense actually, but this guy violated me. You guys are gonna see, like, I'm not even gonna hate. The game starts and he posterizes me. The second play, I finally get a lucky steal. Like, this is one of those taller dribbling guards that I can't say anything negative about, right? He was shooting the ball, he was dribbling, he was doing his thing, so shout out to him, right? Like, there's nothing I can hate about this guy's game. He was shooting well, he was dribbling well, and I forget what his height was at the beginning. I think it was 6'8", but this is the possession right here, man, where you saw in the intro, kind of sauces me up, doing some metro moves, breaks my ankles, and then absolutely violates me, dunking on me and putting me on the floor. And yeah, you guys see the score, 19-6. I couldn't score on him, man. If you have really good defense and you're tall, or you have 90 plus defensive ratings, Like I already explained, because I'm 6'4" without the great dribble moves, it is so hard to make this build work on the 1v1 court. If driving dunk was a better stat, like I have a 93 driving dunk on this build right now, and you see I'm getting them when I'm open. But the problem is, since I only have that one contact dunk package equipped or bought, I'm not getting contact dunk. So if they're ever in front of me and I don't have my layup upgraded yet, if I go for a contact dunk, it's probably gonna miss, or it's gonna give me a contested layup and it's gonna miss. So I was forced to do this. You see how this guard is playing, literally sitting in the paint and making me shoot every shot. And once I gave him the ball, he starts to brick. So I can see why he was doing that. The guy literally quit immediately after I gave him his first shot. And then this guy right here, once again, just didn't miss. Broke my ankles and just was not missing. Like another person, I just can't even get mad he wasn't missing. And then another loss. This is what I was saying. Like, I was really going through it on the 1v1 court sometimes. Like, look at this. He was just cooking me, man. Crossover, dunk, 5 for 14. The 1v1 court games take forever. And I was done with the 1v1 court. Like I told you guys, I didn't have any teammates. But I decided to upgrade my perimeter defense and my midi a little bit more. And doing this actually gets me to an 86 overall. So now we're an 86. And now you guys saw where I was before I showed this attribute screen. We're about to make another big mistake. But as you guys see, I'm an idiot. I didn't even equip the contact dunk and the dunk style that I bought. So I spent, what was it, 2,500 VC on that contact dunk, and I didn't even have it equipped. I don't even know what to say, but we hop into the random wreck. The game starts 0-0. First possession, they miss. I get hit on the break, and I go up with the layup. And if you guys have played random wreck, you guys know if you are not the point guard or the center, you are not touching the ball unless you prove yourself. You see, I touch the ball here. I'm trying to pass to people, right? I'm just not getting the ball, man. I don't know. Like, you see, I get the ball there. I had an open shot. So I guess the timing of when I said that was not good. I had that open shot. I understand that. I probably could have shot that. But my point is, I'm playing these super long rec games because I have no teammates. Nobody's on. And it's just not worth it. Like, look it. I finally get the ball again. The thing is, I'm showing you guys. Actually, that's what it was. I'm showing you guys every single time I touch the ball this game. Look, the half just ended. The half is over. I'm putting up Tony Snell stats. I have a 0 across the board and 1 foul. I am literally doing nothing. We are up 13 points. So I can see why my team doesn't care, but I'm just not touching the ball. The person that was guarding me, this IG Vanity Doll person, this game right here was like NBA Finals Game 7 to them. I'm talking about, like, my team was winning. My team was being left wide open because they had people going AFK. You guys know how random rec is. And it didn't matter. The person guarding me, look at them. They would not give me an inch of room. I had to absolutely fight tooth and nail to get my first three-pointer, which I get it. It's basketball. You know, you're going to guard your man. But, like, look, this person would not leave me alone. I just want 1 inch of space. Every time I touch the ball in this game, I'm showing you guys. That's how bad it was. Like, I'm not touching the ball. I have a B teammate grade just because of, you know, the little stuff we're doing. And finally, I finally get a highlight-worthy play, and the game is pretty much over. You see, I finished with a B+, but I didn't do anything. So, yeah, that 30-minute rec game got cut into, what, a minute for you guys? I got 855 VC. I got 22,000 my points, which is big. I didn't give him any VC. And now is when I finally decide to go to 3v3 Pro-Am. And this is the biggest turning point and difference maker in this video. If you guys have watched anybody else do these 60 to 99 challenges that I'm showing here, I bet you their videos are majority 3v3 Pro-Am. And I mean, it's just because that's the easiest way to do it. You play the least amount of games from playing Pro-Am because it rewards you with the most VC. For example, I didn't even do anything this game, and I got 610 VC. I could play the best park game of my life, and it's impossible to earn that much VC. So right now, you guys are seeing, these are my first Pro-Am games when I completely came back. I did the whole court, I did my jerseys, I did everything. And right now, I'm playing with the point guard. I'm going to score a lot of points. You guys are going to see my highlights. I'm definitely going to score, but I was playing with a good point guard. But after, once I hit like 90 overall, I said I'm done. I'm done playing with other point guards in Pro-Am. I'm going to be the one to run point. But But you guys see, these games are just going by quick. We start off 2-0. Like I said, this is a whole new season, so your record resets. We ended the last season, or 2 seasons ago, whatever it was. The last time I played with Kai, I think we were like 1-4, 1-5. We were not playing good at all. But now I have a good team. I have good teammates, and I told them I'm really trying to finish this Anthony Edwards build. Let's grind out 3v3 Pro-Am. And I thought there was going to be more competition in 3v3 Pro-Am, which is why you guys are going to see I end up going back to Park. I end up going back to Theater. I still play a lot of 3v3 Pro-Am, but it's not the only thing I play. And you see in the top, 1114 VC for that game. 1114. That is 3 Park games. 3 Park games is equal to 1 really good Pro-Am game. But you see, in these games, I'm not getting carried. I'm not just sitting in the corner. I've been running the primary point guard on this build since I was a 65 overall. I'm not about to be in the high 80s and just be sitting here, not doing anything, just sitting in the corner getting carried. I want to score the points. So in most of these games, you guys are going to see me with the majority of the points. And one thing I will say is, obviously, Anthony Edwards in real life, he's a shooting guard. He's not a point guard, right? You see me hit the crossover, quick stop up the court, another amazing game, and a teammate grade, another 1000 VC. But as I was saying, Anthony Edwards is a shooting guard in real life. So that's why I kind of liked playing shooting guard in these games, where my point guard would bring the ball up, but he would look to pass to me, and he wouldn't look to score, because obviously in real life, Anthony Edwards is a leader of that Timberwolves team. He's a leading scorer. He's the one that has the ball in his hands. He's the one that scores the majority of the points. So I'll run point guard about 70% of the time from here on out when you see these 3v3 Pro-Am games, but I will still score the majority of the points, and we're just ending these games quick. In each game, you see I'm getting player of the game in about 80% of them, and I'm scoring the majority of the points. Player of the game is big. If I haven't showed you guys already, player of the game is an extra 250 VC. That's equal to almost an entire Park game. So after just a quick session of 3v3 Pro-Am, I said, look at how much VC I have. This is insane. I did not play that often, or not that often. I did not play that many games to get 6,000 VC, or it didn't seem like it, but 3v3 Pro just gets so much. Wasn't enough to get our upgrade higher, so we're still an 86 overall, but we do get some more perimeter defense. 74 was perfect, and at that point, my teammates got off for the night. We played some games, they got off for the night, so I'm back to the 1v1 court, seeing if this extra defensive range is going to help me. And you guys see people are not going to change how they play. They're going to sit in the paint, make me shoot, and when they're not sitting in the paint making me shoot, I'm going to look for crossovers, my Kyle Lowry move, and getting contact dunks, or wide open dunks with the analog stick at least. But you see, he's just sagging off me the whole game. 18-4, I'm cooking him. He finally gets worried I'm going to shoot for game, steps up, hit him with the crossover. 20-4, he's done at this point, so you guys already know I'm going to game him, and that game. And that's going to be the last time that I am happy playing for a few games, because after that, I go against this Benny the Bulls mascot, who was doing nothing but, you know, cheesing, making contested layups in the paint, blocking the absolute hell out of me, absolutely locking me up. Except for that possession, I got a good score, but it's too little too late. You guys saw the score 19-11, and even when I play good defense, it doesn't matter. He ends that game. I had a really bad shooting game that game, so I decided to go to the random rec, because I'm like, I don't want to play these people with high overalls, and high defense is just not fun to do. So I went to the random rec, and you guys saw first points and one, but I have no free throw. Of course, I have, number one, I have Anthony Edwards free throw, which I've never used, and number two, I have no free throw. It's like a 30 or a 40, whatever it defaults at, so it's not that high. But you guys see, this game, we're actually touching the ball more. We have a C teammate grade is obviously going to go higher, but we're only 2 minutes and 20 seconds into this game. You've already seen me touch the ball a bunch. Like, I literally think I touched the ball in this game in the first quarter more than I touched the ball in the last random rec game that I showed you guys, which made me stop playing random rec completely. And I do not have many more random rec games in me. I think it's like this and like 2 more, maybe 1 more, because you guys see what happens. But even with that midi in the high 40s, low 50s, I forget what it is, we're still going to shoot our midis confidently. I always tell you guys, if you guys watch my normal videos where I have my 99.3, 99 mid builds, I tell you guys all the time, shooting badges are more important than ratings. What people have been doing is making builds with a super high midi, like a 93 mid, and then they're only making their 3-point like a 60, because they get that Hall of Fame set shot specialist or gold set shot specialist, whatever it is, so it's important. But you see in the rec, we're cooking. We're down 7. I do that little snatch back to get us within 5. We're still within 5. I throw a pass, and I want to score here. Oh, yeah, I didn't even mention it. We've had a guy AFK this entire game. I forgot to mention that. Just look at half court. I get blocked at 3, but look at half court. Look at this guy right here. Dude wasn't moving the entire game. Look at him, just still standing still. And his mic is moving in game chat. The guy was in game chat, an old head, talking the entire game, but just not moving. Like, I don't know, man. Random rec is just insane. I decided to play one more random rec game after that, even though, let's be honest, it was just a waste of time. But number 1, I had no teammates on it. I wanted to finish this grind. And number 2, to 1v1 court it was killing my mental. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know I shouldn't get frustrated and mad at losing at the 1v1 court, but when you're in those games and you're going 5 for 13 and the other person's going 7 for 15 and it's just a 7-minute 1v1 court game just to lose, it's super demoralizing. But to be fair, these random rec games, I wouldn't say these are any better, right? These are 25 to 30-minute games with randoms that you guys saw the first game. You can just not touch the ball and just be a spectator the whole time. You can have an absolutely awful game, or you can have a game like this where, okay, you see I'm actually starting to cook. And my team, you know, they were in game chat hyping me up, telling me, okay, Ant-Man, okay, Anthony Edwards. They could tell I was trying to be Anthony Edwards. And also, if you guys see that I'm number 0, obviously Anthony Edwards is number 5. Obviously, that's what I wanted to go for. But I went to the Timberwolves, and since I chose the Timberwolves and Anthony Edwards is on the team, it didn't let me get jersey number 5. So for Pro-Am and Rec, you guys obviously see I've been number 0, and instead of number 5 the whole time, it's just something that I can't change because I went to the Timberwolves. But you see, we're slowly climbing our way back into this game. I'm finally having a decent rec game. You see I have 16 points. I swing to the corner there. He greens that. So I'm actually having a good rec game in the shooting guard slot. And I already said it. If you're not playing point guard and if you're not playing center and you play random rec, if you don't prove yourself early, they're not going to give you the ball. But to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it, I did prove myself pretty early in this game. I was scoring, and with 3 minutes left, you see, we're up 2 points. But man, did that completely swing. We were down 5. He hits that clutch 3. It didn't matter. Like, it didn't matter. We lost this game. There's really nothing intense going on. A lot of people just selling at the end. You know, that's how random rec is. You never know what kind of people you're going to get. The whole team was talking in game chat, but it is what it is. We end up losing this game by 5. And I think this was the last random rec game that I played. Like, I think after this game, I was completely done. I'll never understand people quitting out after you lose. So after that, I said, I can't do the 1v1 theater anymore. It's skill-based matchmaking. I can't do random rec anymore. Let me go to the Proving Grounds 1v1 court. And if you guys thought people left you wide open in the theater 1v1 court, oh man. The Proving Grounds 1v1 court, people do not leave the paint. Now, this game was an exception, right? Like, you guys see, I'm cooking this game, so I should be talking about that, right? Like, I was kind of frying this guy this game. He got a good stop on me right there, and it was a good game, too. You see, 19 to 15. I'm kind of fiending for that steal. I didn't get it. He gets a lucky post spin animation on me. All he's trying to do is post me up. I play perfect defense. Hands up. No need to jump. Perfect defense. And he makes the contested layup. Like, I go to random rec. I lose. I play the 1v1 court. I play great. I lose just to post scores. This was a miserable experience once again. I feel like every time I decided to come to this 1v1 court, I got miserable. You see, I kind of strong handle him there. He gets caught, and I get the contact dunk to end this game. So yeah, like I said before, man, the 1v1 courts are just all matchup dependent. I hit him with a nice little stop and go move right there, and I'm pretty sure this was one of those games where the guy was actually playing me high, and people that play legit defense, I respect it. I respect people that actually try and play defense. Now, I will admit, I was kind of turning into a meta player on these 1v1 courts. You see, crossover, snatchback, crossover, snatchback. But that's what I had to do. And I want you guys to let me know in the comments, because I haven't even asked you about this, is what are your guys' thoughts on skill-based matchmaking? Because that's why I went to Proving Grounds, because at this point I was either a gold or a purple tier, and all I was playing against was other purple tiers and veterans in the 1v1 court and theater. So that's why I came to the Proving Grounds here. And you see, I started off this game 9-0, but he started to make a slow comeback, and he just starts sitting in the paint. After I dunked a few times, he started sitting in the paint. You see that score here is now 14-7, but he's just gonna let me shoot. And you see in the top right, I was shooting 33%. It's Proving Grounds. It wasn't my game. And when these people have a 99 three-pointer, and they have Steve Francis, and they have all the dribble moves, it's extremely hard to guard. You see, I just locked him up, and all he does is stand there and shoot a three. I for sure could have stepped up there, but it is what it is. I felt like I played good defense on that possession. He games me. He played good. I shot, well, look at how badly I shot from three. And then after that, I was done. I was done with proving ground, so it was time to go to park. And in this game, and in these games, you guys are going to see me playing with an inside center. So this is my boy Rose. He told me, I asked him, I said, yo, you want to hop on Popper? And this is what he told me. I'm not shooting a jump shot for the rest of the year. I told him, you are a sad man for saying that out loud, but it's okay. Even if you're an inside, I will still find a way to get my dunks off. Now, obviously, we were playing, like, pick and roll. He would get the rebound, a lot of catch and shoot, stuff like that. Like, you see, catch and shoot. That's how you play with insides. But if I had the paint open and I had a contact dunk, I would go for it, or just an open dunk, I would go for it. You guys are going to see me play with the popper pretty soon on the twos, and that's when I really start to showcase, like, everything this build can do and how good of an ISO build it can be. But after playing those park games, I decided to go to the theater. I'm like, you know what? Let me test out theater, and immediately we lost. Yeah, we lost pretty much right away. But you know why we went to theater? Because we couldn't get any games in park. I would love to play park. I would play park over theater every single time. The problem is in park, you'll win a game, and then you'll be sitting there from anywhere between 2 to 10 minutes waiting for another game. So you're forced to go to theater, and you're forced to do stuff like this. Yeah, the theater court looks clean. I just like the park vibes. That's why I love the Old Town, the Sunset, the Rivet, those events that came back this year, because they make the game feel fresh. A beautiful looking park with back-to-back games. But number one, you guys see this guy's name. I don't even gotta say anything about the guard. You guys saw his name, but you see they had us 19-17, and with sharp takeover, the center misses 20 to 19. I decks back to the right corner, little look away, fade away, Steph Curry green, 436 VC. You see how badly I shot. But that's what I'm going to get when I'm playing with an inside center. You see how we're playing. I'm just running off ball, not LTing, but running off ball, trying to get catch and shoots, and then do a lot of pick and roll. You see right here, same thing. He gets the ball, doesn't get his person stuck. Nice slip. We win that game, 22-7. There's a lot of catch and shoots. That's what you guys are going to see in these gameplays right here, specifically with Rose, which isn't that much longer, but a lot of catch and shoots. And I'm playing with inside centers. That's what I have to do. Because if you guys know 2K25, you know inside centers get every rebound this year. The meta lineup is 99 mid or 99 three-point guards with 99 offensive rebound centers, and they play from just getting a lot of offensive rebounds. You see, I end the game there with a crazy fade, 21-11, and this is when our guard hopped back online. This is what we were doing. We were basically just playing twos because we didn't have a third for Pro-Am. Our teammate finally came back. See, I did nothing that game, but I had an AI player on me. But you see, doing that got me these quests. Scholar, Winner's Circle, both of those quests are done from the Pro-Am. You see, it took me 12 games. I got both of them. That's 2,500 each. That's a total of 5K VC in my pocket. So not only am I getting around 1,000 VC, anywhere from 900 to 1,000 VC per Pro-Am game, but I'm completing quests while I'm doing it because I didn't play much Pro-Am up to this point. I was playing mostly theater twos, park twos, and the ones court. So I didn't get that many Pro-Am games in, so that's why this is kind of new and enjoyable to me. You see, at this point, I wanted to bring the ball up. Out of our 16 points, I have 11 of them. I told you guys, even though I'm running with a comp point guard, I want to be the reason we win or lose, unless, of course, we're playing like a super sweaty like stage lineup team with a lock and all that stuff. But you see the game right here. We have it 19-13. Rose hits me, another spot up, and another green. And we were on a roll in 3v3 Pro. I mean, I'm going to pop up my record every couple games. My Pro-Am record every couple games is just to, refresh your guys' memories on what it is. It was pretty good. Like you guys saw earlier, we lost every Pro-Am game we played as, man, do I love getting contact dunks like that. Well, I guess not a contact dunk, but really good dunks like that. But you see, wide open. If I'm open, I want my teammates to hit me because I need the teammate grade, but I also need the my points. See, the end the game, this is when I start discovering the lobs and when you guys are going to start to see a lot of lobs being thrown and a lot more dunks. And from here on out, I know you guys were seeing a lot of, I wouldn't say full gameplays because I played a lot of games and they were definitely still getting cut up. But if I had a close game, Like if we got a game winner 23-20, I would show you guys a lot of the game and how we got there, especially those end possessions. But at this point, number one, you see the score is 20-19, and I'm gonna go up with a dumb layup. Almost cost us the game. All we have to do is not give up a three. My guard DeLayham gets a stop, takes a dumb three, and he misses that one. So now we need another stop. I really want to be the reason we win this game. I want to be the one that ends it. Rose comes up, gets a crazy steal, hits DeLayham, and he misses a wide open layup. But don't worry, because I am there to green the shot. But back to what I was saying. Is like that end sequence there is like the most you guys are going to see from a full game. I'm done showing that. But after we got this winner's circle badge, I mean, I already showed you guys that we got these 2 quests. I just want to show you guys what it looks like when you walk out of it actually showing up like, okay, quest completed. There's the 2,500 for each. And this is when we hopped off for the night, and I decided that it was time to upgrade after completing those 2 quests. And also I was putting on stuff for, you know, obviously the tier 1. I unlocked these, the Winner Circle Scholar, so putting my badges on that just to try and get Posterizer Gold, which I will get very soon. But you see, after those runs, I'm up to 12.7 thousand VC. And if you're worried about the My Point situation, don't worry, we fix that very, very soon. But at this point, everything was good. I just wanted a higher midi. I'm going to be honest with you. I wanted a higher midi so I could fade mids if I really needed to. And in upgrading that, it got me up to an 87 overall. And we are getting closer and closer to actually feeling like a real, you know, my player that can contend with the best of the best. So next thing we need to unlock is badges. That's the next thing we need to do. But we hop back into the 3v3 Pro-Am, this time with a new team. This time we're playing with my boy Nasty at point guard. And I just want to take a moment right now to shout out every single person that played with me. Rose, MJ, Stumpy, Nasty, DeLayham, anybody that helped me on this grind, I want to shout them out. Thank you so much, because I know how annoying it can be to play with a low overall. But you guys see what we're doing from here on out, man. The rest of this video, what you guys are going to see is straight highlights. Straight highlights. I'm telling you guys, this right here marks the moment of when my player actually feels like he took a complete 180 turn. Like, I was good before, don't get me wrong, but this is when I started hitting everything, getting crazy lobs, getting good dunks. You guys see, we're just ending game super quick. At this point, we're 13-0, and we're trying to get crazy contact dunks. We're going to get more animations later. You guys will see. We're getting plucks on the break, quick stopping for 3. Like I said, this was really me in my groove. I started to feel really comfortable. 87 overall. I don't know what the sweet spot is, or if it's just like I got chemistry with my teammates or what it was, but look at 20 points. I scored pretty much every point this game. Of course, Nasty ends the game right there, but you see what we're doing. Every time I'm running the break, I'm catching lobs. I'm running the break, I'm getting dunks. I'm running the break, I'm getting threes. That is how you win in threes on this game. When you know the other team isn't great at shooting, you take advantage of it by running on fast breaks and taking back doors. You guys see what I'm doing, man. All I'm doing, throwing lobs, catching lobs, dunking, getting spot ups. And the reason why I mentioned my points is because I actually don't have enough my points to reach 99 yet. I think I'm only like 94, 95 max right now, if that, because of all the VC I made from the spin the wheels and the track quests and all that. I didn't accumulate a lot of my points. So what I was telling my teammates to do was throw me lobs and let me get contact dunks, because in doing that, you get a lot of my points. So you see, we're 17-0. This team right here is 9-2. And we get them out of the way very quickly. And then finally, we have our first kind of comp game of the 3v3 Pro-Am. We have a good record, but these guys are 26-2, and we start off the game absolutely on fire. We got off to an 8-0 lead. You see, we're throwing lobs against these guys. I don't care what your record is if it's 26-2. We're gonna throw lobs against you. You see, 17-9. I'm fading middies against these guys. Call it front running, call it whatever you want, but game wasn't even close. Say goodbye to that 26-2 record. You're now 26-3, and you know how I know they're 26-3? Because after this game, and after getting 1,000 VC off them, we match up against them again. So we're 19-0, they're 26-3, and we know they're out for revenge. But it was just another boring game. We absolutely dropped them off, and we won it. So they're now 26-4, and that's what I'm talking about. You know, it's no shade to them. Just 3v3 Pro-Am is extremely easy when you have two good teammates, right? Like, you guys saw me on the 1v1 court struggling against these high reps, these high overalls, struggling. But then I come to 3v3 Pro-Am, and I'm the leading scorer on my team, going crazy damn near every game. Of course, I have great teammates. I'm not going to act like I don't. My two teammates are great. But I'm the one doing the majority of the scoring, so I don't know. I'm not acting like I'm better than them by that, but how our team's letting an 87 overall beat them is my point. And we're beating these teams by doing stuff like this. Forcing lobs, getting contact dunks. I'll say this, man. On the threes court, fast breaks are your best friend, especially for a series like this, right? Like, every time a shot would go up, since I know I have an inside center on my team, I'm running up in the break. And after that Pro-Am session, look at how much VC I got. 10.7k. So I decided I'm running on the fast break a lot, so let me max out my speed and agility, and that gets me all the way up to an 88 overall. So we're now an 88 overall. These are what my attributes look like. Of course, what I want to do next is get contact dunks. Like, I really want contact dunks, but they're just so expensive. They're 2,500 to 3,000 VC each. So they're very, very expensive. You see, we're back on the 3v3 Pro-Am, this time with a different point guard, playing with D-Nell again, somebody who we played with at the very, very beginning. But also, I'm going to be honest, somebody that did not want to help with this challenge. We played like 3 Pro-Am games and he was done. It is what it is, right? I'm not going to get mad at him for that. So that's why I want to shout out all my other teammates, because the fact that they're down to sit there and play 3v3 Pro-Am, 2s, whatever the mode is with me as I'm trying to help this out, I really, really, really appreciate them for that. So I want to shout out all of them again. Once again, you see, even when I don't have the greatest game, I'm still getting 900 VC. 3v3 Pro-Am is just the glitch when it comes to getting VC and my points, to be honest, because it's easy to get my points on the threes when you can score in a lot of fast breaks and get contact dunks and self lobs and stuff like that, right? So you see, we're just ending games over and over and over again. And after that, like I told you guys, that man would play 3 games and he said he's done. So it's back on the 2s. And right here, once again, I'm playing with an inside center, my boy Rose, who said, and I quote, "I'm not shooting another jump shot all year, so I'm playing with an inside center." But I told you guys, those my points are important. I need them. And we are still catching lobs on the 2s, even with an inside center. I don't know how they were giving it up, but we're still catching lobs on the 2s, even ending games with it. And I could honestly feel this Anthony Edwards build getting better and better and better with each overall. Like, it's weird because, yeah, I upgraded some important attributes here, but I just feel myself slowly getting better and better and better with every single upgrade I get. Like, I'm getting more of the hang of how he played, because that was another challenge. Is on my main account this year, I have a bunch of 6'4" and 6'2" builds, right? But what I do is I dribble the ball, I have Steve Francis, and I run around screens, and I shoot a lot of 3s and middies. But this build, yeah, you can play like that, but this is how it's meant to be played. 360 dunks. This is definitely meant to be an ISO pick and pop build, which, I mean, you guys see what I'm getting. Now that I have some more stuff equipped, my boy is throwing bounce pass lofts. These guys both quit. They were standing behind the 3-point line because of how badly I was dunking on them. But me and Rose were streaking, right? Even with an inside center, I can streak on this build now. You see, 434 VC just for winning these games, and 82% now to starter 3. So we're getting closer and closer. And if you're wondering, like, how are you almost a starter 3? You got to remember, number 1, I started this journey, this grind in September, and I went to Rise. So I've gotten 3 rep boosts on this bar. So I will hit starter 3 eventually, and I will get cap breakers, and you guys will see where they go. But you guys see, it's just business as usual, man. Contact dunk, green 3. Contact dunk, green 3. Alley-oop. Like, we are really getting the hang of this build, finally understanding how exactly to play with him. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm so happy I bought this jersey. Like, I don't know what it was. When I first bought it, I started selling on the 1v1 court. I wasn't playing great. I remember my first couple games when I bought the jersey. They weren't great. But these games were good until that guy greens that shot in my face. It was a good game. We lost. And then after that, I think Rose got off for the night. So I hopped back on. This was the entire next day. And I hopped back on my boy Nasty. And he is on Popper. And by the way, I don't know if you guys know this. I mean, you guys see he's top 10. But Nasty is from England. He's European. So every time we play, either he is going to be delayed or I'm going to be delayed. I'll let you guys know. So right now, he's delayed. We're playing on East server, so he is delayed. So anytime he hits a green with his popper, I got to give him more credit. But you see, we're shooting with confidence. We are ending games. I actually really like this 2's court up top. I think it's clean. I just wish you could get more games up here. But you see 4-game win streak, 400 VC. We're ending games just like that. Me and Nasty are starting to build our chemistry. And this is when I realized how much I really enjoyed starting to play 2's with a popper, right? You guys know I only played with Rose, who's on the inside. But I was like, man, when I'm playing with the popper, I get so much more space at the 3-point line, like to work, dribble, and also I can get way more dunks. So that's what I started to do. We were just ending these games insanely quick. That's why I'm just showing you guys. They weren't even close, you know, same thing. Corner threes, dunks, alley-oops. We were just running through these people, going on a pretty big streak. I think we went on like an 8 or 9 game win streak until, yeah, we lost. Nasty had a bad game, but like I told you guys, he's delayed, so it is what it is. And I want you guys to let me know in the comments, because later I'm going to be going to Rise too, but you guys will see I've definitely been playing in Elite more than Rise. Which park do you guys prefer, Rise or Elite, if you made it this far? Because to be honest, I prefer the Rise 3 or 2's courts just because of where they are. They're very easy to go to and find. I know a lot of people prefer Elite. Now, I think we all prefer the old parks, right? I think we all prefer Rivet, Sunset, Flyers, but, you know, we're not 2K. We can't make those spawn in all the time. But you see, man, we are just ending games super fast. Nasty for 3. He bricks it, but you guys already know I'm there for the putback. And if you like that putback was good, you guys remember from the intro, you'll see even crazier ones. But you see, we're at 88, and we have 8,700 VC to work with. So we go from an 88 overall, and I wanted my standing dunk up, which once again, I'm an idiot, not even realize I didn't have a standing dunk animation bot, but I wanted to get my standing dunk up enough where I could get standing dunk animations, and you see I unlocked it with a 42. I think that one you get at 40, but that brings us to an 89 overall. These are what our attributes are looking like right now, and after that, me and Nasty decided to hop on the 3s. And in these games, I was delayed, okay? So keep that in mind that these games, Nasty's running point, I'm delayed. So I'm not going to be looking to shoot as many 3s in these games as I was in the other ones. In these types of games, I'm going to be looking to do stuff like this. Just get on breaks, catch backdoor lobs, and, you know, be helpful to my team. I do want to say, obviously, we would go and play 3v3 Pro-Am, but the center on that we were playing with here already had a Pro-Am team, so we couldn't. So we're basically playing for half, if not more than half the VC we would be earning in Pro-Am. So I don't want to say we're wasting our time, but 2 park games is equal to 1 Pro-Am game, if not more than 1 Pro-Am game. So, or less than 1 Pro-Am game. So yeah, you see, we're just ending these games quick. And after so, we got this My Points Accelerator quest, which is extremely important, because I was genuinely worried that I was going to hit 99 overall in terms of having the amount of VC for it before I was going to have enough My Points. But you guys are going to see what we do and how we get the My Points. I don't want to spoil it, but this is helping, right? Every lob, every thrown lob, every caught lob counts as a lot of My Points. That's why I was telling my team to force him. You see, he tried giving me a bounce when there. That would have been really nice, but every fast break, man, we're just catching lobs, which I said it once, but I'll say it again. It's something that I'm having fun doing, because I don't do this on my main account. On my main account, I have one build with, well, I have 2 builds with Duncan. One of them was my day 1 build, but my other build has a 99 driving dunk. I just don't think it's good, man. But after playing on this build, I can see why a point guard that's 6'4" would go like a 93 driving dunk. Because when you have this much room and this much momentum, it can be worth it. You see the dunk animations I'm getting, and this is without even my posterizer maxed, I think. I don't even think I have my posterizer maxed as Nasty. You see, steals my lob right there as I was 7 for 7. I would have went 8 for 8. But this next game, 19-19, we're still calling for backdoor lobs. Big, fat Jaylen Brown out on the break, hits his center up top, and he games us. We lost that game. I mean, that's what we get for trying to go for a lob on the break. I'm going to be honest. At this point, we're just kind of like trolling. You see, I have 2,800 VC, and I decided to buy 2 alley-oop packages. I decided to buy 2 lob packages because of how many lobs I've been catching. You guys see, it doesn't matter whether I'm playing 2s or whether I'm playing 3s. I'm catching lobs every game, multiple alley-oops. So yeah, it might be a waste of VC in terms of getting me to 99 quicker, but I care about this video. I want the video to be entertaining for you guys. And yeah, this center that we played against, this Eduardo guy, you see his stats. That guy just, he was a dog. I don't know. he was dogging out my center these games. I'll give him his credit. He was like a 7-1, 7-3, just dogging out. But you see, we spun and we got our revenge on him. And we're even ending games with lobs, hoping to eventually get a contact lob. That's the one thing I wanted. But we started losing, man. You guys see, we lost another game. And after that, we hopped onto the 2s. And you see, we started off with a contact dunk. I've gotten that dunk so many times, but without actually putting anybody on the ground. We'll see if I do put somebody on the ground before the video ends. We end that game, and same thing. Anytime I catch the ball and I have an open lane to the hoop, I want to go for the dunk because I want to get a cool animation. I want to put somebody on the ground. You see, though, Kyle Lowry into the quick stop, and then anytime we have our catch and shoots, that is the best shot in 2K25. Always take your catch and shoots. So after winning 2 or 3 2s games, we end up finally losing. And after that, I had my spin the wheel. So I go to spin the wheel and I get 500 VC. But we have an over 5,000 VC now after all those games. So I decided to see, do I have enough VC to get my next upgrade? I'm thinking, do I go defense? Do I go midi? I didn't have enough VC to upgrade that. So we're still only an 89. And you see, I go to the 1v1 court because I had no teammates. And first game, a veteran with 92 perimeter defense. Look at what I'm shooting. 4 for 9. I can't score on them. I'll admit it. I cannot score on them. So I decided for the final time, let me go to 3v3 no squad. Let me see if I can get a decent squad for 3v3 no squad. And the first play, or second play, sorry, my center shot clock violation, my center leaves the game. Well, so much for trying to play 3v3 no squad. Of course, they're just going to win the game because I don't have a center. I have an AI. So after that, I'm like, I really want to finish this challenge. I just have nobody on. So let me go to Proving Ground 1v1. And look, 99 perimeter defense. Man, I even plugged my mic in. Like, you see my mic moving? I plugged my mic in and I said, come on, dog. The score is 8-7. We've been in here for like 3 minutes. Like, let's just let each other shoot, bro. I know you should say this, but I'm like, come on, dog. You're 99. You're a 99 perimeter defense. I'm not scoring on you. You're a pure lockdown. You're not scoring on me. Let's end this game. And then I matched up with them again. I searched again after that, matched up with him again, and I said the same thing in game chat. He was a cool dude, right? This dude was mad cool. I was talking to him like, come on, dog. Like, you're a locked. I'm not scoring on you. You're not scoring on me. Let's just get these games over with. I win the first one. He wins the second one. And then I go and play my final random Pro-Am game, no squad Pro-Am game of the video. And look, I'm putting up more Tony Snell numbers at halftime. I'm just not touching the ball. We are winning by 6 points, but I am never touching the ball. My team finally gives me a chance, and I green my first 3. You see, 100% from 3. That's the first shot that I took. I feel like every game I play random rec, the person guarding me is sweating, and I don't know. We ended up losing that game 64-60. Once again, I don't know. Random rec is not for me. I got 488 VC. So just another big waste of time. But at least we're 90% on our starter 2-bar now. So we're close to cap breakers. Go back to the 1v1 court, end that game extremely quickly. And then it was looking like I was going to lose my next game. He had me 19-13, taking a fading mid with his takeover. But now it's my turn to lock in. I don't have many possessions, if any possessions, to mess up. I probably don't even have them. If I mess up one time, I probably lose this game. So you see me hitting him with the meta moves, a little crossover, snatch back. And after an absolute battle with this guy, I hit him with the crossover, I take the dunk, and I win the game. Once again, just look at our shooting percentages, man. I hate the 1v1 core. I don't know how many times I've said it in this video, but we are getting closer and closer. But once again, the my points are not good on the 1v1 court. But on the bright side, it looks like this is enough VC to get us to an 86 ball handle and a maxed out standing dunk at 45. So I upgrade these two, once again, even though I don't have any standing dunk animations, and then I head back to the park. This time I'm playing 3v3 park with my boy MJ and Base God. And in this game, we are just running through people again, man. Like I told you guys, this is the same problem I had with the center from a little while ago where Base God, my point guard, has a Pro-Am team, so we had to play park 3s instead of Pro-Am. Super unlucky, but you know, a change of scenery isn't bad. I don't want the entire end of the video to be Pro-Am, but business as usual, man. Just ending games very, very quickly. You see we're on a 3-game win streak, 6 for 8 that game. This game, we're blowing them out 20-6. I end the game there, going for another contact dunk. Like, 3s is so easy compared to 2s, and don't even get me started on the 1s again. Like, if I did this challenge again, not this year, let's say I do this challenge again next year, I need to find a squad for 3v3 Pro-Am very, very early on. So after those park games, you see, we only got 3,800 VC, but my teammate Base God was hounding me. Go to the stage. Go to the stage. We're gonna win. Come on, go to the stage. I told him, all right, bro, I'll go to the stage. We hop on the 2,500 court. I only had 3,800. If we lose this game, I'm out of the stage and back to park. You see, though, look at the shots that I'm hitting. This is the highest difficulty, and I start off the game with 6 of our first 9 points. He dots me in the corner again. Very high IQ pass back to give us a lead, 17-14. You see, they have the lead, 20-19. I'm really about to lose my 2,500 VC. Thank God he missed the shot. Base God comes down, hits me wide open, but I'm too deep. I'm just going to chuck anything up at this point because my center is by himself in the paint. And at this point, I wanted to be the one to sell my VC. So I take a corner fading 3 and I actually green it. And just like that, we make 2,500 VC. Look, I just won a game with my point guard going 3 for 11 with 2 turnovers. So I don't want to say me and my center did the carrying this game. And I really wanted to hop off after that, but we got another game. And as you guys can see, this game wasn't even close. I didn't do anything, and it wasn't close. We blew them out 23-10 for another 2,500 VC. And at this point, I was content with just staying on the court until we lost, because no matter what, we would be a net positive now that we've won 2 games straight. So the first team we played pulled back up. They wanted their revenge, but you see, I'm not missing against this team. I'm 100% from 3. I went 2 for 2, and then Base God did the rest. So that's 3 wins, and that is 7,500 VC just like that. Every time I'm open, I want to be hit. I don't care if we have the free 2. I want to be a reason we win this game. See, I passed the Base God open on the break, and that is now 4 wins in a row, which means I have gotten 10,000 VC at the snap. I don't want to say snap of a finger, which I was about to say. I don't want to say very easily either, because these were a couple of these were sweat games. So I'll say I got 2,500 VC pretty quickly. You see MJ gets the offensive rebound, hits me out for another green. And once again, another sweat game, 18-18, and Base God scores. And in this stage, you guys got to understand, I'm not being left open a lot because the locks, the point guards trust their locks. So after winning those 5 games and going from 3,000 VC to 16.7, he convinced me to hop on the 5K court. Yes, the 5,000 VC court, where 1 game is equal to like 25 park games. And you guys see, it was 20-19, and we lost. I'm going to bring up the scoreboard. I didn't play good at all. I went 0 for 2, both wide open. My point guard didn't play good. But after that, at least I made 11,000 VC. And with the VC I made, it was enough to upgrade me to a 90 overall. We are in the final stretch. I max out my midi to get that to an 80. I put my pass accuracy to a 75 because that's a sweet spot. And then after that, I'm going to max my defense. But we're finally in the final stretch, man. We are officially a 90 overall. 9 more overalls to go. And once you hit 90, of course, you get the rebirth quest done, which instantly gives you another 2,500 VC. So after that 5K stage loss game, I went to the proving grounds, and you saw first play, I'm taking my anger out on these guys. Second play, still taking my anger out on these guys. I just lost 5,000 VC. Sure, I'm net positive in total. We won, what, 5 2,500 court games before we hopped off to go to the 5K. So what is that, 2,500 times? We made, what, 7,500 VC in total? So there's really nothing to complain about. But do you guys know the difference between 7,500 VC and 17.5K? I mean, obviously we all do. We're not stupid. It's 10,000 VC, but I'm talking about the difference in time, morale. Imagine we won that 5K game and we stayed on the court and won another one. Like, you never know what could have happened. So we go to the proving grounds, and you guys already know what we're going to do. But look, 264 VC for a proving grounds win. I'm going from making 2,500 VC per win because we're playing stage to 240. It feels like a slap in the face. So after the rebirth and all that, I had around 4,000 VC to work with. So I just maxed out my pass accuracy and something else. And then we are back to the 3v3 Pro-Am. You see me, Rose, and Delay are back, and we're doing what we always did, man. Running fast breaks, getting lobs, and getting contact dunks. You guys will see pretty soon Delay stops running point guard completely. But right now, we are 28-0, and I know you guys will know what I'm talking about when I say this. we just didn't take these guys super seriously, man. They ended up beating us and ruining our undefeated record. Sure, we played bad, but you guys know what I mean. It's 2K. You play so many games of 2K where you just stop, I don't want to say stop caring, but you stop trying super hard every game, and you take that one game off and the other team has a good game, and you can lose. But, you know, after that game, it was back to normal, back to winning. Fast breaks on lobs. You guys saw Rose get a snatch block a little while ago. Back to fast break threes, back to spot up threes. Ending games quick, man. You guys know how it is. Getting A teammate grades, getting player of the games, getting 1,000 VC per win. It's actually just insane how much more beneficial it is to play this mode, which I honestly don't understand. I don't get why 3v3 Pro-Am gets you so much more VC than everything else. But you see, this is when we start to really bring the ball up damn near every single play. It's me bringing the ball up, and it is Delayham who, even though he's a point guard, is kind of letting me take control of the offense, and we are ending games at the snap of a finger. You guys see, every game, I'm pretty much taking the game-winning shot. Every game, I'm just getting better and better. And now we have, okay, decent comp, 22-6. We are 37-1 now with that one loss, like you guys saw, being a game we didn't really take seriously. And we got this game off to a hot start. You see, we are up 9-0, and of course, running on the break. Every time they miss, I am out for a situation like this where I can go for a contact dunk. Man, I really wish I got more contact dunks when I was this overall, but like I said, you guys will see when the contact dunks come, because they do. But yeah, 6 for 7, 15 points, 3 for 4 from 3. And then we have a real comp game, 66-6. Well, you would think it was a real comp game. I just skipped to the end because I have 0 points until now. We absolutely blew them out. Delay just cooked them that game. Wasn't close, 22-11. We win that game. Next game, same thing, 18-10. I go to the corner and I fade that 3. Not a great teammate grade, but 6 for 6 and 3 for 3 from 3. These are the games that I'm just quickly cutting up for you guys, because in 3v3 Pro-Am, we're blowing these teams out so much, and every time they miss, all I'm doing is running on the fast break and getting a free corner 3, which you guys don't want to see. But two-way, I am getting steals now. I know I've had this steal for a while, but I'm pretty sure I just put my defense higher, and now I'm allowed to be better on defense. You guys see 20-11. I passed to Delay in the corner there. He games it. Just another quick, easy 3v3 Pro-Am game. And this being the final stretch, at this point, it was really starting to settle in. Like, I don't have that many more games I have to play, and this is basically the best that my player is going to be. Sure, I have some more attributes I have to upgrade, like that 95 driving layup. That's going to be a really big one, but I'm basically really good right now. And you see another 1,000 VC, and we are completely maxed out on our MVP skill level now. Like, once I started to play 3v3 Pro-Am and threes, I just got purple tier and maxed it out so easily. I told you guys, if you want to do this challenge, you need to find 2 teammates that are really good and that play threes, which is a lot harder said than done. But after that Pro-Am session, look at how much VC I earned. We played a lot of Pro-Am games, and I have 16,000 VC. So from here, you guys already know I'm going to max out my defense completely. So now I have an 85 perimeter, and the next thing I'm going to work on is strength. Even though I have a 95 driving layup, I don't want to go for layups. I want to go for dunks. So that officially upgrades me to a 91 overall, maxing out my perimeter, putting my strength higher. And then I went back to the 1v1 court, man. Like I said, that was it for the night for us. We grinded. We played like 20, 50, anywhere between 10 and 15, 20 Pro-Am games. I don't know. So we got that much VC. We got off for the night. And then the next day I got on, and I got immediately on the 1v1 court. And same thing, man. This guy was a very high perimeter defense player, and it was extremely hard to score on him. You see he ends the game there. I'm just going to show the scoreboard, man. Look. I'll never understand how playing like that is fun to people. Like, I don't understand. How is playing a 1v1 court game for 8 minutes fun? But take a look at this game. A legend. I'm playing a legend. I'm going from playing starter 5s to literal legends. This guy has thousands, tens of thousands of games on NBA 2K25, and we are off to a terrible start. And honestly, if I lose this game, my mental is just, it's cooked, because why am I playing a legend when I'm a starter 2? I'm not even a starter 3 yet. I'm on the road to starter 3, but I'm a starter 2, and you see I am boxing this guy. He gets absolutely caged. That max perimeter defense is coming in handy. On a couple of my builds on my main account, I have 85 perimeter defense. So I know exactly what it feels like. And once I got 85, it did feel better. And you see, as a legend, he's just going to let me shoot all game. That's all legends do. They let you shoot all game, every game, and we beat him. So we're losing to starters, and we're beating legends. How does that make any sense? Well, I'll tell you. It's the build. It's that simple. If that legend had a build with 90 plus perimeter, he would have beat me. That is literally all you need on the 1v1 court is high perimeter defense build, and then you just need to be able to shoot and finish. You don't even need to be able to dribble. Just cheese your way to the win. So you see, I was putting up a fight against this guy, but at the end of the day, look in the top right. I'm shooting 20% from 3. He was just forcing me to shoot every game. And even when I would play perfect defense, look, like this is one of those people that literally hops on the game and plays 1v1 court. Like, I don't know anybody that just knows that these contested layups are going to go in and how to get their own animation. So he's got that. And I'm at 99.9 now. I just wanted to hit starter 3 and get these cap breakers. But I'm forced to play another 1v1 court game, so I'm at 99.9. And look, 92 perimeter defense, 6'4". Yeah, you got it, bro. He cooks me. He ends the game once again. I can't do it, man. I can't do this 1v1 court. Look at how good he shot. 8 for 10. I'm not going to take anything away from him. He just shot lights out that game. But we rep up on a loss. You see in the top right, we do hit it. We get starter 3. Now, starter 3 is the only rep up that I cared about because of what you get at starter 3. You get cap breakers. You guys can see right here, cap breakers unlocked. Now, that is going to change my build for the better. And let's be honest, we all knew it. I'm using my cap breakers on my 3-point. And after putting my cap breakers on that to get that to a 92, it was time to upgrade. I had enough VC. Of course, I'm going to put it on my strength. I told you guys that is the next thing I'm going to max. But take a look at the top. As you see, I'm only at 95 max. I'm at 92 overall right now, or I'm about to be at 92. So I was genuinely worried that I was not going to have enough my points to hit 99 overall. So I had to do this. I had to hit the street ball courts for a little while. And I'm updating you guys for everything you want to see. You see my new max overall, but you also saw I had 6,000 VC. So with the 6,000 VC that I earned from street ball, I'm not going to use it on my attributes. What I'm going to use it on is more dunk packages to get the video better. And man, did it get the video better. This is probably my favorite part of the video. These 2 games that I'm playing with MJ right now. And once I hit 98 overall, you guys see, look at how much better this player becomes, man, once you get all these animations. I didn't think about it at the time, but all these animations is really what makes these slashers good, right? Like having 6-7 different dunk animations, getting different dunks every time. That what makes these slashers super exciting. You see, first game, 10 for 12, my first game as a 92 overall. I'm cooking. I'm telling MJ, yo, we kind of figure out how we play now. Let me ISO and you spot up. And like I said, this is when MJ finally figured out stick shooting, so he was super consistent. But nothing's going to change. We're going to keep on playing how we play. I'm going to keep going for dunks and backdoor lobs. You see MJ's open in the corner. He goes for the stick shot. He misses. And oh my God. Yeah, that was the intro clip. Probably my best putback dunk literally ever. And next play, we send this guy flying, cook him on the ISO, hit him with a nice mean little crossover, get him in a contact dunk, and get another dunk. Like, look at this game, guys. This is literally how I imagine this Anthony Edwards build to be. We didn't only get 1 putback, we got 2 putbacks in the same game. Obviously, that one wasn't a contact one, but still, ending with a contact dunk, like I said, this is the Anthony Edwards we envisioned when we started this. And I'm only at 92 overall, so this build can get a lot better. Now, I will say, I have most of my important attributes upgraded. Like I haven't upgraded my driving layup at all right now, so getting that from a whatever it is to a 95 will be extremely expensive. You see, we lost that game right there. MJ had a tough shooting game. It happens. We lost that game, but we come right back. A+. You see 5 for 7 that game. Just, I really enjoyed this play style. I'm not gonna lie, if we didn't go against so many meta lineups, I would make a build like this and play like this on my main account. I really do enjoy playing like this. But to be honest, you're just at a disadvantage, man. If you're playing 2 people that are running the meta lineup and they're really good, you're at such a disadvantage. But take a look at what this build is doing now, man. Wide open, green. Center's in the paint, it doesn't matter anymore. If the center used to sit paint against me, I was forced to pass out. Literally forced, by the way, 436 VC, but I was forced to pass out. Now, I'm not forced to pass out. Now, if I see a center under the rim, I can go for that contact dunk, and I can put them on the ground. But you see, every time they would help a little bit, I would pass, and there it is, another one. I loved getting these putback contact dunks. I think that was the second one of the video, contact-wise at least. We see running up a quick little 3-game win streak, another win in the books. Like, these games are just adding up fast and fast. And one thing I will say is I'm very happy we were actually getting park games. Like, if you guys know, if you play park, a lot of times they die out. You just sit on the court. But we were getting a lot of back-to-back games. You see, people were spinning. We would just 21-0 these guys, and he spun again, and he got 21-0'd again. Like, I don't know, man. I was actually, like I said, enjoying myself running this. Me and MJ just ending games very quickly. This 92 overall Anthony Edwards is starting to feel like a 99 overall. You see, after that game, they tried coming around. We hopped off the court. I got a quest done, and I decided to upgrade. So you see, I can put my strength maxed, and then I can put my driving layup to a 64. But after that, it gets too expensive. So I want to see how much would it eat. Like, look at how expensive it is to get driving layup at all. Such an expensive stat. So I just upgrade that to get that to a 64. And honestly, that's like the last really important stat that I need. Now I wouldn't even call it really important. That's why I'm telling you guys, this build is basically done. And then I made the mistake of once again trying to go to the 1v1 court. I don't know. Whenever my teammates aren't on, I mean, I have nothing to do and I'm trying to finish this build. So of course, the 1v1 court is the best option in terms of content-wise, at least, right? I can get these gameplays for you guys. But in terms of VC grinding, 99 overall grinding, hell no, it's not worth it. You see, I had this guy 19 to 14. He's just sagging off, so I game him there. You see how badly I'm shooting for 3, and so is he. It's just all people do, man. This 1v1 court make you shoot from 3. This guy ends the game right there. He cooked me. I'm not even going to hate. GG to him. Another terrible shooting game from me. And I think there is when I called it. I'm like, honestly, I'm done playing the 1v1 court. I gained 140 VC. I'm not getting enough my points. And look at my max overall. So after that, I'm like, I need to go back to street ball. Now look, I have 197,000 my points that I need until my next overall. And you guys know, I'm going to keep it completely transparent. My points now I'm at 288,000, and this is how much VC I earned. I'm gonna be completely transparent. I don't think street ball is cheating or anything. I just personally would have liked to do it with online modes, but my mental comes first, and I'm gonna be honest, I was prioritizing my mental and just getting this done and playing a little bit of street ball when nobody was online, rather than playing the 1v1 court, getting 100 my points, getting 100 VC, losing and getting frustrated. But you see this game right here against these guys, 19-16, they have double takeover. He misses, MJ gets a clutch board, and I end the game there. That was a close game. So I will never, ever get mad at somebody for spinning or coming around after you had a close game. But they came around, they won the next one. GG's to them. You see, we missed one shot that game. We went 5 for 6. We missed one shot, and we lost. Then we went to the other 2 scored after losing that, and we lost again. So even though I feel like I'm at my peak, I'm still not winning every game, but that's only natural. It's 2K. But after that, we had 6,200 VC after those in a few street ball games. And I was seeing, is this enough to get me to a 93 overall? And as you see, when I slowly put my block up, I do have enough VC. Literally the exact amount, 6282 VC. So I'm now at 93 overall, and I have 0 VC. So in the back of my mind, I am still a little bit worried about the my points. We will figure it out, and you guys will see how. But you guys see, we're back on the 2s. We go to the top court this time, and back to ISOing, and back to 93 overall Anthony Edwards. You guys see, anytime they leave my boy MJ open in the corner, he's a sniper. He's not going to miss now, 3 for 3. And after getting these guys out of here pretty quickly, you guys will see me get a couple contact dunks, but you guys know we're ending this game very quickly. They unfortunately were not giving me contact dunks. But the next game, you will see one of my favorite dunks of the video. This guy in the silver hoodie, first possession. Yeah, good luck, buddy. You're on the ground. I am also jumping over you. And that reminds me to give you guys another code word. You see, I put him on the ground again. Look at me. Oh my God, I can't believe it. But let me give you guys another code word to comment. I will remind you, for every 500 likes that this video gets, I will be giving you guys a VC code, replying and hearting the comment so you guys know who wins. So the code word this time is dunked on. guys see it on the screen. Type dunked on. If you guys remember the other code words, you can also type those two in separate comments. And yeah, whoever gets these VC codes, I'm very happy for you because, like I said, after grinding this, yeah, I already have been. I'm definitely going to keep on buying VC every year. It's no question in my mind. And we finally had a really close game right here. You guys see the score, 19-16. I drive, instant kick out to MJ, wide open in the corner with his takeover. Bang, we need one more shot for the win. MJ dots me wide open. I miss. I thought he grabbed that rebound. He didn't. They ended up getting it wide open. They end the game. I didn't play great that game. 6 for 11. I could have did better. But you guys already know we're not ending it there. We are going to continue to streak on the twos because, like I said, I was honestly having fun. That's the most important thing about a challenge like this, is having fun. And once I hit these overalls on the twos and I was ISOing, I was having a lot of fun. I'm not going to lie. Like, that's a big reason why this challenge took me so long. Because, yeah, I wanted to do the challenge for the grind and the actual challenge of it. And, of course, the content for you guys. But I wanted to have fun while doing it. And when I quit, when I was in the, what was it, high 70s, like 77 overall, when I took that break, I took a break from 2K because I wasn't having fun with the challenge, but 2, I just needed a break from the game, right? I didn't have teammates to play with, all that. But I don't want to make, you know, this part of the video about that. I was kind of explaining why I took my break, about all that stuff with the VC. But now let's get back into the gameplay. You guys see, ending games over and over again. And after I played with MJ, he hopped off. I needed to make my return here. And once again, I'll always keep you guys updated. You guys see, I am at 350,000 my points towards the next attribute point at a 96 max. So this is what I'm talking about with the my points. We still have a long way to go, and I definitely did street ball for a decent bit here. Nothing to like change anything. I mean, you guys already see how long the video is. This no money spent grind has been a long time, but I finished the street ball weekly quest. I got assist king, alley-oop king, whatever it was. I went back to my results, and take a look at this. Has anybody done this before? Hold on, my NBA knowledge might be immaculate. 8 for 8? I'll take that. I went 8 for 8 and I only got 800 VC though. But after that, I did the Chris Brickley drills, went back to the arena, and let me update you guys where I was. You remember my VC count and my points count. Now, I'm at 260,000 towards 98. So I got a lot of my points, but I also got a lot of VC from that street ball grind. I'm not going to hide anything from you guys. I probably got like 10K from that street ball grind. And it is an online mode. I was really trying not to play it at all, but I needed to when no teammates were online because of the my point situation. But you see, from there, we upgrade our player to a 94 overall. 5 more upgrades and we're done. So we go right into the Pro-Am. Remember, we are 45-1, and this is what I was talking about with me being the only point guard on the team now. Now I'm running with an inside center and a glass cleaning lockdown / lock / back end, whatever you want to call his build. So I'm the point guard. And you guys see, I mean, are winning pretty much every game with me doing it, right? Like, I'm going to continuously score. And I'm a high enough overall at this point where it shouldn't matter. Like, don't get me wrong. This definitely isn't a meta point guard build for threes, right? Like, if I were to make a build for threes to run point, I would never, ever make this build. This is a twos ISO build, if anything. It's Anthony Edwards template build, but definitely not a threes build. But it's serviceable, right? 87-3, well, now a 92-3. You can dunk, you can dribble a little bit. And you guys see, look at how much VC we are getting. 1,012 VC, almost getting our limitless to silver now, but also getting a lot of my points. That's the thing. Not only am I playing right now for VC, but I'm also playing for my points. That's why alley-oops are so important to me right now, because they give me a lot of my points. But you see, we end that game, I get an A+, 15 or 18 points, 1,100 more VC, and 6,000 my points. I would say every Pro-Am game, if I caught a lob or two, I could get anywhere from like 8 to 12,000 my points. So it was good. But the problem is, when you play something like this, the VC just comes in so much quicker than the my points do. And you see, we were losing this game. They had us 20-19. DeLayham hits that mid. He gets that crazy steal, hits Rose, and all we need to do is game this right here. I hit Rose, he hits me back out. I hit Delay, wide open, 4-3 for the game. Bang, We win that one. Easily our toughest game yet with me running the point, but we have still yet to lose with it. You guys see me come down the court, hit a crossover, and shoot that in this guy's mouth, I guess. I don't know what contest that was because I like to run simple, but you see Kyle Lowry, what are you reaching at? That is green. Gold set shot specialist, by the way. That's a big thing about this 92 three-pointer. But we ended up losing this game. Rose gave up a dunk for the last play, the one thing you shouldn't do. But I played poorly this game. You guys saw my shooting percentage. Definitely did not have a great game. And we are now 50 wins and 2 losses. Now, you guys see this this game starting off with a lob. And I'm pretty sure this game, I got a lot of dunks and a lot of lobs. Yeah, you guys are going to see. This was my game right here. After losing that last game, I was on a revenge game. And you can see it pretty clearly. 17 points this game, 7 for 11. Didn't get the greatest teammate grade, but player of the game is all that matters. 10.9k my points and 8600 VC. So the my points are coming in just as quick as the VC is, and business as usual, like I said. Crossover, quick stop, run around the screen, quick stop. We are playing like a normal threes point guard at this point. I said it on the twos that I genuinely felt like I was getting the hang of this build, and I felt confident on the twos. But on the threes, same thing. 11k my points, 1.1k VC. Every game is that much more valuable, and that is why I was getting really frustrated that I didn't play more 3v3 Pro-Am in the beginning. Like, I'm going to be honest, if I played 3v3 Pro-Am off the rip, like a lot of other people did with this challenge, by the way, we lost this game again. Just a tough game. I didn't play that great. Delay, I missed a lot of shots. And after that, my center went to go take a shower, take like a 15-minute break. So we hopped on the twos court for a few games that you guys will see here. But what I was saying about the 3v3 Pro-Am is if I started off this challenge and instead of going to Park and Theater and playing 2v2 Theater, I went to the Pro-Am, the 3v3 Pro-Am, I would have been a higher overall way quicker than this. And I will say though, content-wise, which at the end of the day is more important than anything, is this video and the gameplays and you guys being entertained by the gameplays, I definitely think that stuff like this twos theater, the 1v1 court, random rec, I tried playing every single mode for you guys. I literally tried playing every mode besides like Proving Grounds 5s and Proving Grounds 2s. I think I played literally everything else, and you see all I'm going to show you is the first shot from that point guard. That's all I'm going to show you to know what he was doing. Cheating, yeah, so we lost that game. It is what it is. Not going to get that too mad at losing the cheaters. But after that Pro-Am session and those twos games, you see how much VC I have. 9,994, almost 10,000 VC, and it was enough to get me to a 95 overall. But here I'm debating, what do I put up? So I'm going to put my driving layup to an 88 because that's the highest it can go, because after that's too expensive. And then I went with defensive rebound, and I am officially a 95 overall. 4 more upgrades, and we are done with this challenge. So we head back to the twos court to play a few more games before our center gets out of the shower. Guy was taking like a 30-minute shower. It is what it is. We got to play like 5 twos games or something. And this was me and Delayum's first time ever playing twos before too. We had never played twos before. We'd only played threes. And I mean, besides losing that game to that cheater, we were looking pretty good. We were not really losing. And keep in mind, this is the theater where it's skill-based matchmaking. He's a veteran 4 and I'm a starter 3 now. So we're going against pretty much nothing but purple and gold plates. We were not getting easy games in here by any means. You see me end the game there with another dunk, and our center finally came back, and it was time to return to the Pro-Am. And you guys see, we are platinum now. I don't know if we were before, but I just noticed now we're platinum, and we are 52-3. And same thing, nothing's gonna change. I'm gonna run point guard, Rose on inside center, and Delayum is on his lockdown, and I'm going to absolutely cook the opponent. You see I dunk on 3 people right there. Next game is, these guys aren't bad, 18-5. You guys see we're still 53-3. I would say the only thing confusing about this game was the jerseys, right? We have very similar color jerseys, but we're just running like a normal point guard would, running around screens, fading, running on the fast break, getting dunks, getting our buckets. You see I scored 20 points that game, 8 for 10. And in the next game, starting it off with a self lob between the legs, starting this game off 8-0, hitting him with the crossover. I have no idea what that guy was reaching at, and that is green. We come down, hit him with another self lob, and of course you guys know we have to end the game with this 3-pointer, little quick stop, green, 16 points. So if you guys have looked at the scoreboard the last few games, I've been absolutely cooking. Another 11,000 my points, almost limitless range silver, another 1100 VC. So you know, we're making quick progress in these games. You see, another game, another great game out of me. I'm telling you guys, I was getting more confident and more confident the higher overall I was getting and the more I was playing. You see, getting contact dunks, shooting in people's faces. Like, I was playing like I was on my main account. I'm not gonna lie. At this point, I was really playing like I was on a 99 overall. Even though he's close, he's not quite there. You see, we're getting passing lane steals, and if you thought we were passing this ball after getting that steal, you got another thing coming, you know we're going for the contact dunk. By the way, I hate these black courts. Like, I don't get why people make their courts black or pink. Just make them look very, very clean. That's why I like the stage and the proving grounds, because of how clean they look, and why I dislike Rise and Elite, because of how those courts look compared to the old parks, which is just a clean court design. I've always had that problem. But you see, we're just ending games. Another 15 points for me. Bad shooting game, but another 15 points scored nonetheless. See, next game we're starting off. Very easy 3. Even with this guy in my face, it doesn't matter. I'm greening that. And this next play is prime Anthony Edwards. You guys already know. We are going to dunk on him. And at this point, I want to take a second in the video. I want you guys to let me know if you made it this far. Number 1, thank you so much. Do not forget to drop a like on the video. But number 2, if I do this again next year, who should I do? What NBA player would you guys want to see me do? To be honest with you, it would definitely probably be another guard, anyone between like 6'3" and 6'8". I wouldn't want to do any center, anybody taller than that. Probably another guard like Anthony Edwards, but you guys see. So comment that, let me know. But you guys see, nothing's changed. I mean, we're still just greening shots, we're still getting dunks, and at this point we changed our lineup. I didn't even let you guys know, but our center got off for the night. It was really late, and we picked up another point guard, and we played anywhere from like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 games, and you guys are gonna see what happens in these 8 games. I'm no longer the point guard though. I'm the shooting guard. I'm Anthony Edwards. That's what he is. He is a shooting guard in real life. And me not being point guard is not going to change me from scoring the ball. You guys see, this game is 20-18. They take a 2. All we need to do is get a 2 and we win the game. And see, I want to be the one that has the ball. I want to be the reason we win. I quick stop for 3 and I miss the shot, but our center gets the rebound, hits our guard wide open, and he greens that. Thank God he got that rebound. He had 12 rebounds. He was horsing that game, but if we didn't get that, it was probably another loss. It was because I wanted the game-winning shot. But we start the next game with my favorite Luka Doncic crossover into a contact dunk. And then Anthony Edwards does pass the ball sometimes. As you see, if I need to throw dots, I will. I'm not saying his teammates will hit them, because the Timberwolves, as of the day I'm recording this video, they're definitely not doing too hot right now. But yeah, after those games, you see, we got the winner takes all quest, giving us 2,500 VC. And it was just, yeah, win a certain amount of Pro-Am games. And after that, after those runs, we had 16.6 thousand VC to work with. So I knew we could upgrade to 96. And as you see, that's as far as I could go on my driving layup before it got too expensive. So we maxed out our defensive rebound, put our driving layup to a 92. I was looking at close shot here to see like if it was something I would want to do, but eventually I was like, how much would interior be? And it was super, super cheap. So I just ended up maxing out my interior. So now my defense, my rebounding, my physicals are all done. My ball handling is all done. The only thing I need is free throw, and then close shot, and then post control, and then driving layup, and I'm done. And as you see, we had the track for the final time. That is the last time you will see me do the track in this video. I did it a lot. I did the track a lot in this video. Got me a good amount of VC. But yeah, that's the last time you'll see it. And then after that, that was the end of the night. We got off. And this right here is the last day. You guys are gonna see all these games from the rest of this video will be on the same day. I got on at 96 overall, and I finished the challenge. I needed 3 more overalls, and it was pretty easy to do. You see, we start off 3v3 park. Once again, this is nasty servers, which means it's EU. I'm playing in Europe. I am delayed, but you know, we're gonna try our best. You see, we start off this game 5-0. You know, when I'm playing with him, I let him run point guard, especially on his own servers, and I'm the one that's a shooting guard getting these fast break dunks. But just because he's point guard doesn't mean he's taking all the shots and scoring all the points. No, I'm also doing that. You see, when I need to, I'll pass to our center, who I'll give this guy credit. He was not missing. Shout out to him. He was not missing any shots. And anytime I have a fast break, you guys know what I want to do. Sorry, Nasty. I am taking my free alley-oop. But to be honest, these park runs were all right. I mean, it's tough to go from 3v3 Pro-Am back to park knowing how much VC you're potentially leaving on the table. But I had to do this because of my points. Take a look at my points in the top left. I just completed that. I'm now at a 98. Now I can upgrade to a 98 overall. Well, not from having enough VC. I don't have enough VC to get 98 overall from the my points perspective. And it's crazy because even on my main account at the beginning of the year, I don't really play MyCareer. I like to grind my badges in park and stuff like that. And I had to go to the street ball on my main account at the beginning of the year to get 99 overall unlocked because of the my points, because of how much it takes to unlock. But you guys see, all we're doing, dunking, alley-oop, and trying to get those contested layups, seeing if that 92 driving layup actually does make a difference. From what I've seen so far, it doesn't. This game, we were losing 19-20. You see me dot nasty there for the win. He had a really good game, and then back to fast breaks and back to dunks. Just trying to farm these my points, man. Every contact dunk, every alley-oop gives me my points. Every wide open three gives me a good teammate grade, which results in VC. So those are kind of the things I'm focused on. I dot our center there. He ends that game. You guys are just going to see, man, the gameplay is, I mean, it's repetitive, but there's only so much you can do on 2K. We're catch and shoot, and we're dunking. I wish I could have got these dunks way earlier, but they're too much VC, man. They are just too much VC. I don't know why contact dunks, like if I make a slasher and I want to buy all the dunk packages I want, it'll cost me like 15,000 VC, which I think is ridiculous. I can remember when 2K builds used to cost 150,000 VC. Now they cost 400,000 VC, and you have to buy animations. By the way, we lost that game. It is what it is. It's 3v3 park. We're gonna lose games. Like I said, when we were playing Pro-Am, it's just one of those situations where we're just playing to play at this point. We're having fun, but we're not sweating every game trying to win. But I already told you, we're gonna go for these lobs. We need these my points, and that's exactly what we're getting. But we are still ending games very quickly on the threes. And that was a pretty good game. As you see, we went 5 for 5, and then these next games is when you really start to see these lobs being forced. Like, it's crazy. You guys are gonna see me catch so many alley-oops, and I'll show you guys my points after some of these games. And I don't know, man. I don't want to say it doesn't matter, because it does, because they all add up at the end of the day. But it takes so many my points to get to a 99 overall. Right there, we tried the double lob. Unfortunately, it didn't work, but you see how good of a game. I had 20 points, 9 for 11, and look at how much my points. 16,000 my points. That is a lot, but it barely even made a dent in that my point bar. It's like 600,000 my points. So after that, I decide to upgrade, see if I can upgrade to a 97 overall, and perfect. I can get to 97 overall, which gives me gold layup mixmaster because I finally get a 93 driving layup. I only need one more stat on my driving layup. You see that's a 94 now, but the big thing is we are officially now a 97, which means 2 more upgrades and we are done with this challenge. Now, I told you guys I'm going to be transparent. After that, I guess I had the elbow band wrong. I looked up Anthony Edwards and it's not like it was super wrong, but it's supposed to be above his elbow. And I needed to return back to the street ball, man. You guys see how much my points I have? I'm at 98,000 out of 600,000. That's how much it takes. 600,000 or 700,000. And I'm showing you guys, all I was going for was my points. You see, 19,000, 20,000, 22,000 my points. I was farming it. So when I finished, I made 400,000 my points. I went from 98,000 to 502,000, and I made around 10,000 VC. So that's my point. If I really wanted to go for VC, I could have had better teammate grades. I was going for my points. I needed those, so I grinded that, and now I'm pretty sure I should be able to hit 99 overall in terms of having enough VC before I need my points. That was a major concern, because I feel like that would have been a really, I guess, weird way for the video to be like, oh, well, you earned enough VC, but now you have to grind for my points. So yeah, you see, we go back to the 3v3 Pro-Am after this, and nothing changes. By the way, these 3v3 Pro-Am games right here, once again, are in European servers. But you see how close we are now. Look at our my points bar. It's pretty much almost filled. And in these European servers, I'm going to let Nasty run point guard. I'm not running point guard, but you guys have seen a bunch of games with him already. That man loves throwing me lobs, and he loves throwing me these backdoor cuts. Now, here's a question. Did I make that driving layup because I have a 94 driving layup now? Does driving layup actually matter and make you hit more contested layups? Sure, I think it might help you hit more contested layups, but it's not an attribute I would ever use. You see the score here, 17-17. I have 19 of our points. and we're still forcing me lobs. The score is 19-19 before Nasty's finally like, all right, I'll end the game. Let me take this into my own hands. You see, we were just forcing me the ball that game. Did not have the greatest shooting game, but we're going to end games with lobs, man. I told him I still need these my points. I still want to hit 99. Keep throwing me lobs, and that is what he does over and over and over again. I'm going to be honest. I do watch Anthony Edwards. I watch the highlights. I don't really know if he catches that many lobs in real life. I think he is the best fast break dunker in the league, right? We have LeBron, we have Ja Morant, obviously. But I think Anthony Edwards on the fast break by himself is my favorite dunker in the league, which was showing in a lot of these gameplays, right? Like, I actually was looking like Anthony Edwards on the break a lot of the time. Just throwing myself self lobs, getting a lot of fast break dunks, getting a lot of posterizers. Like, I don't know. I genuinely, once I hit these high 80, high 90 overall, or mid 90 overalls, I was starting to feel more and more like Anthony Edwards. So as you see, our record now is 70-3. The team we're going against doesn't have a bad record at all, but we're going to continue what we've been doing, man. Backdoor lobs. Nasty, you hit me on the break, and at this point, it's 19-19. And he told me, go back door. I don't care, it's 19-19. I trusted him, okay. And it worked. So we game them with another lob. Not the best teammate grade, but it is what it is. And that's the end of the 3v3 Pro-Am and playing with my boy Nasty. I want to shout him out again. You guys saw his gamer tag. If you made it this far, go ahead and check out his Twitch and give him a follow. He's super cool dude, one of the top reps in the world. But you see, I hit another contested layup. Is that the 94 driving layup? It might be. And this is where I really, I mean, I said this already, and I want to say, like, this is where I really took off, but I didn't really take off until I hit 98 overall. You guys will see my first few gameplays there. It's not far away. But yeah, when I was at 97, man, I mean, on the twos, it's natural. This just feels like 2K at this point. I'm no longer on a bad player that doesn't know what he's doing, that has no badges, that isn't as fast as other people. No, now I'm on a real my player. Now I can compete against these people, even if they're running the meta lineup, even if they're running some cheesy lineup. I can keep up with them and I can beat them now. This feels good. This feels like a good my player. I'm not gonna lie. This Anthony Edwards template build was good. And after those twos games, I hopped off the court to see if I had enough VC to upgrade. And look at how much I had. 16,000 VC, but I'm still at 98 max. Obviously, you guys saw how close I am. I'm definitely hitting 99 max before I have the VC for it. But I was curious, is this enough to get me to a 98 overall? Is 16,000 VC enough? Look it, I had to spend 13,000 VC, but it is enough. I am officially about to upgrade to a 98 overall, and we are one upgrade away from completing the Anthony Edwards 60-99 overall no money spent challenge. So my first game as a 98 overall was beautiful. You guys will see this game. I was absolutely cooking. I told MJ, give me the ISO and let's see if this guy can guard me. And he couldn't. I'm gonna be honest, this guy could not guard me, whether it be me cooking him with spin shots like that with no stamina, whether it's me jab stepping him, hop back for the midi, greening it, or me dunking on him, which I did multiple times this game. I genuinely felt like this player was maxed out. I felt like I was on a maxed out my player and I was having fun, which is the most important thing. You see, we end the game posterizing this man. 22 points on his head, all ISO, 10 for 14. You see our my points are so close, almost there. We rack up almost 400 more VC, getting closer and closer to our goal of 99 overall. And you guys are gonna see these two games were easy. I don't know, I was in the zone. Like I upgraded myself to 98, told MJ, yo, let's go play in Rise and get some games in over there and let's lock in. And you guys see, not only am I making contact dunks, that 94 driving layup is finally starting to show. We're hitting contested layups. I'm doing more jab steps, more hop backs, just the normal ISO moves. And I enjoy ISOing so much more on these twos courts rather than the ones courts because you're not always going against lockdowns who are forcing you to shoot. But you see, this guy was sitting in the paint, so I saw it as a time to posterize him. But come on, 2K, really? I'm about to be a 99 overall. Even though I went 9 for 10, you're really going to do that to me? I couldn't believe it. But next game, you see how high I'm rising now? I'm really starting to enjoy this build, man. I know I've said it a couple times, but just watching it back and remembering me at this point, not only was I really happy that the journey was almost done and I would get to obviously work on this video and upload it for you guys, But I was happy that I went from a 60 overall to now I'm a 98 overall and I'm playing like this. It feels good knowing the progression that you had, right? You guys saw at the beginning of the video. I went from sitting in the corner and scoring 0 to 2 points a game, shooting 1 for 9, to ISOing people and dunking on centers on the twos. Like, it's just progression like that is what makes this all worth it, right? Like, seeing yourself go from the bottom to the top is what makes it fun and makes it worth it. You see me absolutely fry them. MJ in the corner. That is green. You see, this guy could not hold me. I don't even know what moves I was doing against him, but I was just kept posterizing him over and over again. You see MJ ends this game right here. We had a pretty good game again, and we're just getting back-to-backs. Finally, man, I love the park when you get back-to-back games. I don't know what happened over the last couple of years. It might have been the introduction of the city, but ever since then, it's tough to get these back-to-backs in Park, man, but when I do, even though the scenery in Rise and Elite aren't the greatest, I still enjoy Park more than Theater and Proving Grounds and all that stuff, man. The feeling of the Park will never get old. And take a look at my points. I have finally maxed out my points. So you guys already know, after this, I had to hop off the court and see how much VC is it going to cost me to get to 99 overall. How much more VC do I need? It's going to cost me 13.2k, and I already have 5.5k saved up. So that means I am around 7,700 VC away from the grind. I'm just going to upgrade anytime I'm done with my games and seeing how much more I need. So you see, after upgrading my close shot with 400 VC left, I need 8,100. So yeah, 7,700 more VC. And I'm done with this challenge. So me and MJ play a couple more park games. You see, I didn't have the greatest shooting game there, but we went, actually, no, that was the last park game. And after that, I was, what was it, 7,500 VC away at this point. So I said, that is 7 3v3 Pro-Am games if I play good every game. That's 8 3v3 Pro-Am games if I play decent every game. And that is 9 3v3 Pro-Am games as long as we just play them. So I went to 3v3 Pro-Am and I was about to finish this challenge. And you guys see, I mean, I wish I had close games against these people. I don't know if it's the build or what it is, but I was just cooking. You see, catching backdoor lobs. We are going to finish this challenge within the next 5 to 6 games. You see, the first game, 1,112 VC. So it's not going to take long if we keep this up. You see, I have no idea what I'm doing. I think I went for a contact dunk, but the game messed up. We win another game. I get another A-, another player of the game, another 1,100 VC, another game we end quickly that I'm absolutely popping off on, and now we have a little bit of comp. Okay, we're 74-3. They are 19-5. But you see, it's not going to phase me. I don't care what your record is. I'm playing like Anthony Edwards. I'm going for contact dunks. I'm greening in your face. I am about to be a 99 overall Anthony Edwards template build. No money spent and no MyCareer. I cannot explain to you guys the feeling that I had during these Pro-Am games, knowing that I am a few games reach away from being done with the longest challenge of my YouTube career by far. You see that game, 20 points, 8 for 10, A+, 1,200 VC. We are getting so much VC. We are so close. And it seems like every single game I'm just playing really well. I've basically reached the max potential of this build. The only thing that could be better on this build at this point is a few badges, like the layup badges that I didn't get gold because I just upgraded my driving layup. Those are the things that could change. But you see, we end that game right there. I didn't have the greatest game, but I told them, okay, 2 more games. This is it. This is the final game to 99 overall. We're playing Real Madrid, and you see we start the game off with a meter dunk, trying to catch a body in our final game. Of course, we are playing defense on this build now, 85 perimeter, 60 steal, and we are going for the lob on the fast break. 2 possessions, 4 very quick points. This build having an 80 mid now and these gold shooting badges, I'm confident in my shooting. You see, even though I didn't have the greatest teammate grade, I'm not gonna lie, I was absolutely chucking this game, trying to get some good clips for you guys for my final game. But at the end of the day, I just wanted to end the challenge, man. So Delay hits me back up top, and I green the final shot of this challenge. To end it, you see I get player of the game, and also getting 888 VC, 888. I don't know if that's my lucky number or what, but I walk out of the Pro-Am arena, I check my attributes, and I have enough. I have 8,800 VC, and it only cost me 8,100 to upgrade. You see at the top, 99 overall. I don't care about the badge. I don't care about the animations. I'm done. I have officially reached 99 overall on this Anthony Edwards build. No money spent and no MyCareer. The challenge is done. Thank you all so much for watching this video. It took a lot of time and a lot of effort. All I can ask, if you did make it this far, please do me a favor and drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like I said, this took a while, man. Definitely my hardest 2K challenge ever, but Anthony Edwards is officially a 99 overall. So we'll leave it at that, man. I really do hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you guys did enjoy this video and you want to help support my channel, please do me a favor, drop a like, sub if you're new, and I'm out.